Owning 1 million Satoshis or sats will change your life. What is up, guys? It is Thursday, May 29th, 2025. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 899,001. TikTok next block. We're at the end of the convention, and man, let me tell you, it changed my life. But I got some friends here with me. He's already in the screen right here. My man Jordan. Oh my goodness, who's this guy?
Surprise appearance.
Surprise appearance. We got Kevin from Living in the Future, and now Bitcoiners for Freedom, and Daniel from Living in the Future.
Soon to be Bitcoiners for Freedom.
And these two guys don't need an introduction. We're just going to talk a little bit about the... You're good. We're going to talk a little bit about the convention, but also the most important thing is why 1 million Satoshis is so important. First of all, let me say this. This experience right here is top 10 in my life, period. And I got to thank Jor for that, because if it wasn't for Jor and the praying mantis with the fire there, I wouldn't have came. Another one of my highlights is meeting this man right here, Rajat Soni. He's a friend now, right? Kevin is a friend, Daniel's a friend, and of course, Jor is a friend. But it was incredible, man. And I'm going to get into that this week. But we're going to talk about, and I'm going to pass the camera to each one of these guys, and we're going to talk about why 1 million Satoshis is important. Now, you guys know what I say every time, right? First thing I always say is take 1% of your net worth in your portfolio, your investment portfolio, stocks, bonds, real estate, and all that stuff, and your savings, if you have that. Most people don't. What are the numbers on that, Rajat? Most people don't have, what, it's $1,000 or something like that?
Most people only have like $400. I think if somebody came across a $400 expense, they'd have to go into debt to pay it, which is crazy.
Crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. So take 1% of your investment portfolio / savings, put that into Bitcoin or Satoshis, or 1 million Satoshis, whichever one's higher. Second thing is get to 100 hours of studying. Now, I asked Rajat this the other day. I believe, and I'm going to pass it to Rajat, I believe having 1 million Satoshis will be more significant than having 1 million fiat currency dollars. Rajat, what do you think about that, and why is it important to have 1 million Satoshis?
So the way that I see it, your 1 million Satoshis is going to eventually be worth $1 million. And something that Jack Mallers was saying at the conference is you don't want to sell your Bitcoin, right? So something really interesting about this is you can use your 1 million Satoshis eventually when one Bitcoin is worth $100 million, and that will happen. You'll be able to borrow up to $1 million against your 1 million Satoshis. Think about how much of a difference that's going to make in your life. You can start a business, you can buy a house, you can pay for your children's education. It's going to change everything. And one of the greatest things about Bitcoin is that it's collateral that anyone can own. You can buy any amount of it if you want to. If you can't afford $1 million Satoshis, perfectly fine. Buy $1, buy $10, buy $100, whatever you can buy. Just get your hands on as much Bitcoin as you can. I have a video on my own channel called Owning 1 Bitcoin Will Be Legendary, and I truly believe it. It will be legendary. It's going to completely change your life to own 1 Bitcoin, but 1 million Satoshis, 0.01 Bitcoin, get on that. You have to get to 0.01 Bitcoin before you can get to 1. You have to get to 0.001 Bitcoin before you get to 1. And over time, if you keep stacking, you're going to get to your goals, and it'll completely change your life.
Question for you, Rajat, real quick. Question for you. I want you to hold the camera. Do you think that it's going to be more rare to be a Satoshi millionaire versus a fiat millionaire based on the numbers? There's how many millionaires, fiat millionaires? 58 million? 72 million? What is it?
It's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be more rare, but I do think that everybody in the world is going to be a US dollar millionaire, because the US dollar is going to keep losing value. Yeah. With Bitcoin, there's only a limited amount of Bitcoin that exists. So no matter what happens, you're not, if you don't stack today, it's just going to get harder and harder. So to get to that 1 million Satoshis, what I mean by it's going to get harder and harder is that the price is going to go up. But if you do stack, you're going to benefit from the price going up. If you don't stack, you're going to lose. And regardless of what happens, if you don't own that Bitcoin, Bitcoin's going to run away from you. Bitcoin doesn't care. The people who own Bitcoin, the millionaires, the billionaires who own Bitcoin, they don't care about you. Michael Saylor doesn't care about you. You got to care about yourself. You got to worry about yourself. You got to worry about having your own stack. If you don't have a stack, you're going to lose.
Savage. Kevin, my newest member of Bitcoiners for Freedom and also a Living in the Future member, what do you think about owning 1 million Satoshis?
I said do it now while you can, because yeah, do it now while you can, because it's going to be gone before you know it. And if you don't get it now, you end up working for it later.
That's right. Daniel, how do you feel about getting to 1 million sats? I know you got something to say.
I think you got to get to 1 million sats, you know, and anybody really can now. And like you guys were saying, in the Living in the Future community, we try to live as if a sat and $1, we're at parity already. So imagine you can spend $1,000 and be a millionaire. Is that what 1 million sats cost right now? Approximately $1,000? Yeah. So right now, that's the opportunity. You use $1,000 to become a millionaire, right?
Thank you, Daniel. And last but certainly not least, the man that aligns with me the most when it comes to sats dollar parity. We got my man Jor from 88 Sats Radio. Jor for the score. What do you think about 1 million sats?
Hello out there. Okay, I got to do a better job here because I usually do my videos with up my nose. Sorry for that. So here's how I think about it. You have to think about sats as absolutely scarce units. Start there. So they're absolutely scarce. We've never had an asset like this before. And every time I send 1 sat or 10 sats or 1,000 sats to my cold storage, I think of that as me planting my flag in the ground and saying, this is my property here, and no one's going to take this from me under any circumstances. So if you can think like that, and you think about 1 sat being $1, and if you tried to get $1 million in the fiat system, it's probably going to take you 75 years. But as Daniel just said there, you can do it with $1,000 today, or you can do $10 a week, and you can start earning sats. And every time you send those sats to your cold storage, that's on your way there to becoming a millionaire. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to take this as a personal challenge. Become a millionaire. I would say it's impossible at this point for most people to become a millionaire in fiat. But you still, if you're watching this today or a year from now, you still have the opportunity to become a millionaire in Satoshis, which is going to be more powerful today and a year from now, and especially in a century from now. And I want to say, I love this guy. He's been the best host that I could ever ask for. The best guy, everybody here this week, but Jerry, he did it right, man. He did not disappoint. I knew I was going to be in good hands. He went above and beyond the Call of Duty.
He did.
And when we're talking Bitcoin, when we're talking about Bitcoiners, there's something special. To become a Bitcoiner, anybody can do it. Anybody can buy Bitcoin. But to become a Bitcoiner, I think it's you got to be a pretty good guy. And this guy, he's rushing me. He doesn't like nice words about himself.
No.
Okay,
I'm good. You done?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I get a little uncomfortable when people talk about it, but thank you. I got 4 new brothers, Bitcoin brothers. And I was gonna start my video a certain way. This young man doesn't have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to coach him on one side. We're sitting at the conference. He's sitting on my left. Rajat is sitting on my right. Rajat's sitting on my right. While I'm coaching him, he's turning around and coaching me. Right? He's got 30,000 subscribers. I got 2,000. He's got none. But he's telling me, because we're all in the same gang, guys. This is the biggest team, the best team in the world. Unity, freedom, decentralization, and unity. That's what Ross Albrecht taught us tonight. Michael Saylor, the richest man, the most powerful man in the universe, the new version of He-Man. He's teaching us a 21-step way to get more Bitcoin. The richest man in Bitcoin is teaching us how to get more Bitcoin. What other industry do you know that does that, by the way?
Yeah, the legacy financial system, they try to keep the knowledge away from you, right? Like, they do as much as they can to keep you poor. Like, they will do whatever they can to keep you financially illiterate. And that's what I do in my channel, right? I try to get people financially literate. That's what Jor does on his channel. The goal here is to help as many people to become wealthy and to just get out of this garbage system that we're stuck in. Right?
Exactly.
And Bitcoin will do that.
Exactly. And Rajat does not have to be in my video. Jordan didn't have to be in my video. Daniel and Kevin did not have to be in my video. We have things to do, and they said, no, Jerry, you didn't make a video today. We're here to help you.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So again, guys, listen, thank you guys so much for your support and your patience. Sorry about the lives, but we'll be back on regularly scheduled programming tomorrow. Jor gets on the plane tomorrow morning.
Fat Zap Friday.
Fat Zap Friday is going to be here to stay tomorrow. Rajat leaves tomorrow night. You leave.
I leave Saturday afternoon.
Saturday, and Daniel leaves tomorrow. I'm gonna take them all to the airport. I think I got to do my video, so I got to talk with you about that. Sorry about that, Daniel. I just thought about that. But anyways,
I'm good.
So guys, we had a great time. Make sure you book your tickets as quickly as you can. But also, the most important ticket you need to book is your financial future. You got to book that ticket. And there's only one ticket that you can book today that not only sets you off into the stratosphere, but help you stop inflation and also pay off this national debt that you had nothing to do with, by the way. And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save.
And that's Bitcoin.
I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Peace and love, guys. Love it. Love that. Favorite video I've shot of all time, right there. The legends with me. Rajat Sony, Daniel, Kevin, and Jor for the score. That was the night that the Bitcoin conference ended in May, late May. Incredible night, and next year is going to be even better than that. So, thank you guys for being here with me on a Sunday. I really, really appreciate that. And we're here together, guys. We are here together. Let me put the screen up. Today, guys, is Sunday, FUNday, August 10th, 2025. As you can see here, we're at the Bitcoin block height of 909,460. TikTok, next block. Welcome everybody in. I started writing some names on the wheel. Joshua is here. Hello, Joshua. How are you today, sir? Our $1 buy just went through on strike at 2 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern. And we got, let's see, we got 844 sats. Incredible, man, for $1. That's incredible, man. Unbelievable, man. How many sats you can get for $1 freaking dollar, man. Joshua, yo, hey, y'all. What's up, Joshua? Magalo Media, how are you, sir? Good to see you, man, on this Sunday. What up, though? What up, though, brother? Jay Remmer's in the house. Jay Remmer, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Let me see. I'll put you right here, brother. Good to see you, Jay Remmer. And we're just going to chill today, man. Today's a Sunday fun day. Let's go. Backpacker, what's up, bro? Birthday weekend, man. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, I wasn't expecting this much to happen on a Sunday, but it's all right. Backpacker says, let's go. How's the fam, man? How's the fam? Jay says, yo, Jay, what's up, bro? How are you? Jay, welcome in, man. I know if you're here, somebody's not too far behind you. What's up, guys? What's up, Fanny? How are you, ma'am? How are the kids? How you guys doing? It's a party up in here. Damn right. Legendary video. Thank you. Oh, look at Backpacker using regular letters. Okay, cool. I feel like I'm not getting screamed at now. Hi. Yes. Triple B's. How are you? Good to see you, ma'am. Bitcoin. Bacon Booty in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in, Bitcoin Bacon Booty. Hey, Jerry. Hey, chat. Not financial advice. What's up, my boy? Good to see you, man. How are you? It's a hot one today here in Vegas. It's not real hot, but the temperature is high. But it's still hot. It's still hot. Lauren, what's up, my brother? How are you helping out your veteran friend? I see. Getting caught up with a lot of Bitcoin YouTube videos I see as well, Lauren. Good to see you, man. How are you? Thanks for coming back, man. Appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you, Jay Remmer. Very much appreciate that. It's as rare as Mr. Clean with hair. Ha ha. Oh, he's got back. He's going back to the caps. He's yelling at me again. Neod. Hi, Jerry. Neod, how are you, man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome back in. How's your weekend going, sir? If you're a Bitcoiner and you like sats, this is the place for you, man. I don't understand why anybody who wouldn't come here does that, man. Who wouldn't come here and get them free sats. Look at that group of Bitcoin thugs terrorizing the streets of Vegas late at night. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's going to be even worse next year on your birthday, Lauren. It's going to be crazy. Daniel, GA Freedom Lovers. Yes, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you, Daniel? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good. Glad you're here, man. You saw yourself on the video. It's so funny. All the kids are like, I watch him, and I watch him too. LOL. Yeah, some titans up there. Daniel, just joined and saw myself yapping. Absolutely. That was your third ever YouTube video, right? The first one we were in Steak and Shake. The second one was Jor's 365, and then that was your third one, all in a few hours. Jay, LOL, Fanny. Lauren, Daniel, J Rem, Neo, what's up? Yes. Wash your hands and flush the toilet, buddy. Triple B's, hey. Hello, Backpacker family. Hey, Backpacker. Jenny, Legendary. Go wash your hand, buddy. I'm working. Jenny, Legendary, how are you, ma'am? Good to see you. I sent you a message. I didn't even know you were here. Sorry, Jenny. How you doing, Jen? How you feeling? You off work or you working? Thanks for coming in, Jenny. I appreciate it. You know, we don't have a show without you, Jenny. You know that. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Daniel. Jen. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Jen. Hey, Fanny. Hey, Lauren. Much love to everyone. No doubt, brother. No doubt. Fanny, tell the kids hello. Share the stream. Thank you. backpacker. I appreciate it. He's back to his caps again. Jen, hey, Jay, yo, the Bitcoin technician, Trent, is in the house. Trent, what's up, bro? Oh, man, Trent. Trent's been pumping out the videos lately, man. How are you, brother? Bitcoin technician. Absolutely love Trent, man. That's my guy. I love his lunch videos. Hopefully he's making one now. Because usually he makes one on a Sunday, I believe. There's a regular video sitting at the desk. So if that's up, we're gonna take a peek at that, Trent. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming back, bro. Appreciate it. Kids say hi back, Lauren. Moonshiki. Oh, that was a video. I just joined and thought, hey, that is weird. Yeah. I play that on Sundays. Moonshiki. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, young man. Welcome back. Moonshiki is in the house. Moonshiki. I love saying that name. Good to see you, brother. Hope everything's well. Reverse jackpot. Look at that. Early again. Yes, you are, sir. If you get here before the first spin, you are early, brother. You are very early. Reverse. How's it going, man? Everything good with you? Hot enough for you? Hello, everybody. Lauren. Hello, Trent and Jay Remmer. Woke up bullish. Hello, Jerry and fam. I woke up like this. You sure did. I wish I could wake up bullish, man. I wake up scared, wake up bullish, or woke up bullish. I get scared that the price is going to freaking take off on me, man. It's like, how do people not know this, man? Again, but that's where the opportunity is, man. We are absolutely so fortunate to be here, man. Seriously, reverse jackpot. Lauren Stern, hello. Hey, Lauren and Jenny. Hey, Lauren and Jen. Sunday fun day. Hello. Hi, my fam. Emily, how are you? Emily, the beautiful one. Emily gets sats. How are you, ma'am? Emily gets sats. How's it going, ma'am? Everything good? Something just happened on Speed Wallet. 20 sats. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Somebody just sent 20 big ones. Thank you so much, whoever did that. I really appreciate that. You guys know that helps. That helps. Working on getting my paycheck today. I try to make a certain amount of sats a day. You know what I mean? Everybody has a goal. I have a goal, including with the channel and things I sell, my hourly buys and things like that. I try to earn a certain salary in sats per day, and that helps. Thank you. Bitcoin boo. Yes. Good morning, team. Matt, what's up, my bro? Matt FRL. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Matt FRL. Yes, he's back. He always says good morning, team. M Bullish, what's up? We are so good now that you're on. How's your Sunday, Jerry? Oh, thank you, Fanny. Fanny, I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you for saying that, by the way, Fanny. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I'm up and moving around and got some good sleep. I usually don't get good sleep. Got some decent sleep. I got up early this morning, like 4:30, 5:30. 4:30. Then I stayed up till like 6 in the morning. Then I slept till like 10 something. So I got some good sleep, Fanny. So I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good, Fanny. How you guys doing? WB, how's your Sunday? Woke up bullish. How it goes? Heat advisory here. Wow. Yeah, it's hot as hell here. That video is going to be in the Bitcoin files. I hope so, Maddie. Maddie's in the house. Maddie, how are you, ma'am? Good to see you, Maddie and Coco. Maddie, my neighbor. How it goes, Maddie? Where you watching me at? You watching me on TV or on the phone? BTC Backpacker. Hello to you and the fam. Yeah, it's good to see you, Maddie. Jerry, did you like my voiceovers for Trent's videos last night? I did. I saw that. I didn't understand what was going on. I was like, what in the world is she doing? I saw it, though. Hello, Triple B, Maddie. Hello, Jen and Nico. Emily and Maddie. Yes. Am I missing anybody? Man, Bitcoin, bacon and booty. I love all of those. Man, Bitcoin, bacon. Yes. Who doesn't love all those? See, I love those too. Which one do I like the best? It depends on my mood. Woke up. Stream just started and he's already 5 minutes behind in chat again. Haha, I know. Hello, Maddie and Coco. You all need to stop blabbering while the intro runs, Jay. Yes, indeed, woke up bullish. The furry freeloader said he's being abused today. Really? Moonshiki. Jen, yeah, it's so hot here in Vegas. I'm tired of it. Yeah, it's so hot here in Vegas. Woke up. You live in Vegas? Do you really? Do I got you on the map, by the way? Off work today, Jay. Okay, good. Hey, guys, getting some shopping done and hanging out on YouTube. That's what's up, brother. Woke up Buzz. It's way more human here than Vegas, but not nearly as humid as Louisiana, Mississippi. Yeah, very true. I know that's right, Jay. Not moving back to LA, Louisiana, or Mississippi. What? Not the cute freeloader. So spoiled, Jen. Yes, Jen. Oh, yeah. Humidity plus the heat is not fun. Yeah. Ask him, and he is not spoiled. He knows life no other way. Yep. Welcome, boys. I moved to okay, in the 1st of July several years ago and was mad about the heat. I thought I'd left. Huh? Oh, man. It's hard to avoid that heat sometimes. Hello, Fanny Packer and the kids. Yes. Yo! What's up, good people? What's up, Jason Europe? How are you, man? See, 555. Jason Europe. How you doing, brother? Lose my voice every time I say your name. Good to see you, young man. How are you? Lauren, boom. Nico the Ham, oh goodness. Jason, Europe. Jay Remmer, yes. By the way, my new profile pic is due to Louis Rossman, the quote-unquote right to repair, consumer rights, anti-corporate bullying, and freedom activist. I mentioned him a while ago once. Again, recommend him. Louis Rossman. Okay, we'll check him out. Triple B and J, hello, yes, Mega Media. Bitcoin works for me as I drag my feet and see price rise. I FOMO and buy, but the fact that I am even buying any, I don't sweat it. Works with how scattered I can be. Yeah, same here, man. This thing is worth millions, guys. Millions of dollars, cuck bucks, millions per coin. It should be like, you should be able to get like 10 sats per dollar. You know what I mean? So to get 800 and something of them, this is the deal of the lifetime, guys. Mega, poor Nico and that fur, yes. Boom, Jason. That's right, brother. Much love to you. You do have me on the map, but it's under my other account name. If you want to update it, I don't use my other account anymore. Okay, let's update it. I see Moonshiki. Lawrence Stern, he has 2 coats of fur, which actually helps him cool off. We have the main AC and an extra AC in my room. He's just fine. I promise. Okay. What's your other name, Woke Up Bullish? Hello, Lauren. We were at a wedding yesterday. The bacon was off the charts. Wow. Which bacon are we referring to? I got to put my water in the freezer, guys. My water's hot. So let me pull up a commercial for 1 second. Let me put it in here real quick. I don't know if I ever told you I used to date a girl named Samantha. She got interviewed about crypto. Let's see what she's saying. Hold on.
Samantha right here.
Hello.
And we're gonna be talking about cryptocurrency. Do you know anything about cryptocurrency?
No, 0.
Do you know anyone who's invested in crypto? You know anything about Dogecoin? Any of those things?
No. I think it's nonsense, to be honest with you.
Why do you think that?
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of scammers. What kind of things do you feel?
I work too hard to risk losing the money that I work for.
So you just think
if I can see it like actually in my hand or what I know to be in my bank account that I've known for a long time, then I trust it. But I just don't. But I guess I don't know enough about it either.
Okay. Well, thank you for that combo.
Yeah, she wasn't too interested in crypto. That's for sure. She does not like crypto. But she does like shooting though. She really does. But I'm not going to show that right now. How about this? How about my boy? We all know him. You're not bullish enough, guys. You're not stacking hard enough.
Right now, go ugly fucking early, man. If you're new here, just start stacking your heart out. Like, get as much Bitcoin as you fucking can. This thing is a runaway freight train, and you're not going to be able to catch it. Like, I bet it's true for me. I bet it's true for Walker that, like, when we first got here, I should have gone so much harder. And I did go hard, but I didn't go as hard as I fucking should have. I should have gone 10 times harder. Become a crazy person. If people in your life are not showing you active disdain, you're not stacking hard enough. If you're still invited to family Thanksgiving, you're not stacking hard enough. If people are not making fun of you for brown bagging your lunch, you're not stacking hard enough. If your car is younger than Bitcoin, you're not stacking hard enough. If you don't have a second job, you're not stacking hard enough. You're just not stacking hard enough. If nobody has called you a retard, you're not stacking hard enough.
I guess I'm not stacking hard enough. I'm doing some of those things. Not all of them. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, something happened on strike. Jenny, legendary, sends in a Gen Zap. Huge Zap. Thank you, Jenny. 1,234. Thank you so much, Jenny. I really appreciate that. You know that helps a lot. And I really appreciate that. Very much, Jenny. It means a lot. That's the number one way you can help the channel, guys. There's other ways, but that's the number one way. I really, really appreciate that so much. Okay, let me get works for me. By the way, I'm okay. Poor Nico, you do have me on the map. Okay, I see Mushiki, Laura Stern. Yeah, okay, read that. Hold on. We were at a wedding. Okay, I went to a bungalow bar by the beach last night. And I waited in line to get zero play SMH, but still had fun with the homies. But I'm definitely more of a night market of farmers market type vibe. I went to a bungalow bar by the beach last night. Waited in line to get zero play. I hear you, brother. Put me in, coach. Put me in the game. What's up, y'all? How are you, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you guys. How are you today, y'all? Is it hot enough for you or what? Emily, yummy, yeah. Nico always taking care of Jen, unless, of course, you ask him, right? Right. By the way, the paperclip is female, everyone. So feel free to spoil me from now on. The paperclip is female, everyone. Oh, okay. Ems, hey, girlfriend. Hello, Emily. We have a family. How you guys doing? Legendary. That is legendary. Freaking love American Huddle, man. Lawrence Zach. I took him to the city animal shelter one time to get his city tag, and he absolutely refused to get out of the car. I've had him since he was 9 weeks old. He's never seen one. Oh, wow. That paperclip icon reminds me of the old Microsoft Help icon years ago. Oh, yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. That's one of Hodler's favorite videos. Yeah. That's a good one, man. Love that one. Love it. That is what it is. Yes. He has a 7-minute video explaining it. Thought so, Mushiki. Thanks a lot. LOL. Yep. We're going to spin the wheel in about 13 minutes. But just to let you guys know, I know we talk about this a lot, but I pulled up a video last night that really explains this. But the internet and the Bitcoin adoptions are very, very simple. I mean, very, very similar, excuse me. And they're very much the same when it comes to them being a protocol, layers being built on top of it and everything else. So it's going to be good, man. It's good. A video I saw. Hold on. Loved Hodler's recreation of that video. I was talking about you in my video today, Jerry, and this community. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Matter of fact, let's plug Daniel real quick, and we'll watch a quick clip of him. Thank you, Daniel. Let me see. Let me pull you up. Daniel, I love it. I'm loving the consistency, man. Loving it. Daniel. Killing it. That's what it's all about, guys. Doing something today that your future self will thank you for. Doing it even when you don't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? It ain't easy to make a video on a Sunday. You know what I mean? But hey, we're going to do it. We're still going to do it. Oh, this is 25 minutes. Okay. What's the minute mark you talked about us, Daniel? So I can play that clip for everybody. Daniel, please and thank you. Let me pull that up, brother. History. Okay. Let me know the minute mark, sir, please. History. And then we'll play that clip of you talking about us, and then we'll plug your channel at the same time. All right. It's the hottest weekend of the summer, and I was outside at the fair for all of it. Oh, nice. Best community in Bitcoin. You think so, Daniel? Even better than living in the future? Even though we're pretty much the same. So, did you see Oliver's video where he said next drop would be 65% dip? Did you see Oliver's video where he said next drop would be 65% dip from the peak of the bull run? Pretty interesting explanation he had. No, is this a new video though, Woke Up Bullish? Because he makes videos from, he'll put videos up from 2022 of long form content, and then he'll cut it up. So is it new? Whoa, time to rest and recover. Yes, Matt. I know you had a good time. VHF is waiting for that. Yeah, he is. Let me check. Okay, thanks, brother. Jerry, check out Hoddle's recreation of the video on Signal. Better than the original you just played. Oh, she did a recreation on that. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. No doubt. Jen, I bet he is. Hey guys, if you want to see that kind of stuff, make sure you guys sign up with the in the chat. Make sure you join our Signal group. We got a pretty good group of guys and gals over there. If you're a female, you get in for free. There it is, the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. Daniel said it's the best group in Bitcoin. And there's the plans right there. If you want to get on the map, hold on 1 second. Let me do this. If you guys want to get on the map, you can pay $2.99 a month, $3 a month. Then if you want to get on the map and become a Bitcoiner for Freedom group member, is $4.99. But if you want to be like Jenny and Trent times 2, because Trent got 2 accounts on both of these, $7 a month, you're a legendary Satoshi millionaire for the channel. That just helps the channel out. And you say, hey, I really want to help you out, So thank you. Appreciate that very much. Lauren, for checking in with me. Yeah, Backpacker and Fanny are very, very active in the chat. So I don't get a chance to see all of it because they're just, they make a lot of content on there. So, and I know Backpacker wants to make a video, a channel, but he's like, hey, I'll just do it on the Signal group. So I bet he is. I wouldn't mind a drop either, so I can stack even more sats. Me too, man. Blinker check, he says. Your girl ain't here. Yeah, it's so funny. Okay, I'll check it out. I believe it's new. It's called, quote unquote, projecting the new Bitcoin low with math. Okay. And it's on his channel. Boy. Don't touch that. Go over there, sit down. You know better than that. Oliver Velez. Okay. This kid is something else, man. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go Oliver Velez training. Is it here, Woke Up? Or is it the different channel? Or is it the other channel, brother? I wish I could, Jason. I quit 2 months ago. Oh, wow. Good. Good for you, man. Not sure if I am ready to be like Jen or Trent yet. You can be like Jen or Trent, man. You could do it. Exactly. We'll all be stacking hard. Yeah. Guys, listen. Let me say this to you. This is the dip, guys. Bitcoin is worth millions of dollars per coin. Okay? You should be paying, I think, okay. Other channel, I think. Okay. You should be paying, you should only be getting between 10 and 50 sats per dollar. And you're getting 800 and something of them. Okay. Oliver Velez. Let's just put Bitcoin. Bitcoin Elise. Let's see. Projecting the next Bitcoin low with math. Is that what you call it? Okay. Yeah, we'll check this one out too, man.
We go on.
Check this one out. You can tell the way he talks when he does it. The most probable low next year for Bitcoin will be around 70K. Okay, we'll check that out. Thank you, Woke Up Bullish. I appreciate that. Freedom. I'm buying my 800 and something every chance I get. Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. We're looking at it from a point of view of, oh man, we're at 118,000 as we're gonna drop to 67,000 or 65,000 or something like that. That is nothing compared to, whatever, $3 million Bitcoin or something like that. This thing is worth millions of dollars. People just don't understand what this is. That's why I always start the video showing you how many sats you can get per dollar. Because that's all that counts, man. You know what I mean? You can get 845, even if you're buying 10 cents an hour, 25 cents an hour, whatever, you're getting a lot of sats, man. But if it drops to 60K, like VHS said, we might have to do some drastic things. Yeah, I mean, again, what if I told you in the future Bitcoin would be worth $3 million in 6 years? What would you do right now? Right? That's very, very possible, guys. So what would you do right now in 2025? What would you do? You probably sell everything. So why do it wait until it gets to 65. This is the dip, guys. I'm telling you. I'm still have 2 kidneys. Yes. Yes. Still not ready to sell you or Nico or Trent now, though. Okay, well, I think you should. This is the dip, guys. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Oh, look at this. Okay, here goes Trent. Trent, thank you, man. Trent gave a big donation from the humble state of Minnesota, 1858. Thank you, Trent. And he says, worked on shorts all day. Haven't thought about my big video yet. We'll see if I get it done before stream ends. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Yeah, shorts are good. A lot of people like short form content. So that's cool, man. Thank you for the update, Trent. And thank you for the big donation, man. Appreciate it very, very much. Let's see. Anything happen on speed? I don't want to miss that. Okay. Thank you, Trent, so much, brother. Hello, everyone. Spaceman, what's up, bro? How you doing? Well, Jenny, Trent, you were the biggest donor of the day, and thank you so much for doing the donation, Trent. I really appreciate you, and without you, this wouldn't have happened. But Jenny says, I want to be the biggest donor today, and she gave a taste of your own medicine, sir. You know how you do the 12:35 after she does the 12:34? She said, here you go, sir. 18:59, Jenny says. So I'm number one, Jenny says. Thank you, Jenny. Oh, I love it. I love it. Jenny, thank you so much. I appreciate that very much, man. Again, I couldn't ask for somebody better than Jenny, man. Jenny is on it. Thanks, Jen. I don't know if Trent's going to take that laying down, though. Trent don't lose. Hey, Spaceman. LOL, Jen. Spaceman, yes. All right, let me put Spaceman on. Spaceman, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Hope you're okay. We got a couple of good videos to watch today. The one about, like I said, the title of the video is Bitcoin and the internet adoption are very similar. So we're going to see. How they're similar. Freedom, just a little healthy competition with Trent from the Bitcoin technician. Yes. Matt, haha. Yes. What did Matt say? I still have 2 kidneys. Yes. Love it. All right, we're going to spin here in 3 minutes, guys. Let me see how many blocks came out. We're going to start off with 460. And again, guys, we're just cruising. That is the year Oregon became a state. Gross. 1859. He looked it up. Somebody just sent in 20 sats. Thank you very much on strike. Thank you so much. Let me tell you how you guys can help the channel, okay? The number one, I call this the poor man's plan. It's free 99, okay? It's very free. My subscribers are dropping, guys. You can subscribe to the channel. It's free 99 to do. And hit the notification bell, share. Notification, comment, and all that other stuff. But again, share the video. That really, really helps. That's like being a part of the marketing team for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin doesn't have a marketing team. And when you market Bitcoin content creators videos, you're helping Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So have them join us. Any Bitcoiner you like. You know what I mean? So that you can help. That's the free 99 plan. Then if you want to help support the channel, like I said before, you can sign up on one of these tiers. Level 1, 2, or 3, $3 a month, $5 a month, and $7 a month. You'll get all those perks. And I really, really appreciate it. And obviously, you can zap something there if you want to. And only if you like it. If you hit the like button, only if you like it. And I really, really appreciate you guys. But if you want to just sit back and get some sats and stuff like that, just comment, share the video, and don't just be a window shopper. You know what I mean? Again, if you don't have to donate anything, but you are donating your time, and just comment and stuff. Like and share the video. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Did some just unsubscribe? What? Haha. Yeah, 2 people did. But YouTube goes through the subscribers, and if they haven't done anything or watched the videos in a while, they'll just drop off subscribers. So I lose them all the time. So I got to make sure I'm getting new ones. And right now we're at 2,456. I got up to 2,460, but then 4 people dropped. So that's what happens. You are right, Jen. I'm blinded by the politics. Yes. Me too, man. Bitcoin, I didn't say I like their politics. Those people are nutso. But the Pacific Northwest is the most beautiful part of the country to me. Yeah, it is. Yep. Oregon is a gorgeous state, dude. It is. It is. What happened? Where'd they go? They just drop off, Jenny, unfortunately. Hey, how you doing, Rod? Good to see you. Are you a Bitcoiner, sir, ma'am? Just very suspicious as it happened right when you showed. Do I smell a conspiracy? No, it shows it live. It's a live feed, and it doesn't update until you go to the channel. And then once you go there, it'll like if somebody unsubscribes right now, like somebody unsubscribe real quick. Well, maybe not unsubscribe. hit the subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe real quick, and it'll show it live. But if you want to unsubscribe real quick and subscribe back, watch what happens. It'll do it live. If somebody wants to, just real quick. Don't have like a 20 of you guys do it, but and it'll do it live. This is a live feed. If you want to. It's really quiet right now, Mike. T-Ba, what are you doing, buddy? Let me check. You want Spider-Man? Okay, see how it dropped down? Whoever did that? And then when you subscribe back, it'll pop right back up. So that's a live feed. All right, let me play a video real quick. Let me check on him because it's really quiet. Here's another American Huddle video. Hold on one second.
Anybody, nothing's decreed. Like, listen, fiat is a fucking disease of the mind. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And every currency on earth that's not Bitcoin is fiat. Ethereum is fiat. Solana is fiat. Tether is fiat. They're all fiat, okay? And then obviously all the fiat currencies are fiat. But fiat is not just affecting the monetary supply and material goods like iPhones and shit. No, fiat affects you. It affects your mind. It affects the way you think. You think that the world is decreed to you from scribes on high. It's not. The world is built by people that get out and build the fucking world. So if you want to do something, just go do it. Get politically active if you want to be politically active. Build a business if you want to build a business. Build a family if you want to build a family. Build an estate if you want to build an estate. Go to Mars if you want to go to Mars. Fucking just go do it. Do what you want to do. That is the Bitcoin story. Not by decree. No one tells you to do it. You decree it. You fucking decree it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mince his words too often, does he? Tell us how you really feel, Hodl. Oh, it's two people unsubscribe. Okay. Just very sweet. That's odd. I have never noticed not being subscribed anymore in any channel. I am still sub to channels that have been inactive for almost a decade too. Maybe. Who said I was subscribing back? Well, you told me you weren't subscribed at all. You were never subscribed, LOL, right? Maybe YouTube starts pruning people who subscribe to too many channels in their eyes. Maybe. Lauren said, oh yeah, J Remmer, Satoshi plus Useka plus Rod Nakamoto equals Satoshi Nakamoto / Rod Nakamoto. Rod Useka. Number is not going back up, Jerry. Did you subscribe back? And thank you, Jenny, for doing the 1859. I appreciate that. But Trent said, all right, I got to get my number one spot back. Can't get my number one spot back. So he got 1860. So I want to get my number one spot back, he says so. Thank you, Trent. Appreciate that. Trent is number one right now in the largest zap and the most sats today. Thank you. Well, I wouldn't know what to do without Trent and Jenny. I'll tell you that. You guys keep my head above water. That's for sure. You guys do too. But as far as like getting paid to help my goal every day, yeah, because we all got goals, right? We work, you get out here and work and try to get as many sats as you can. You know, and I have a certain amount of sats that I say I want to make this every single day. You know, are we winning? Yes, we are, Bangarang. How are you, sir? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yes, we are. All right, let's spin the wheel and we're going to watch some videos, guys. Appreciate you guys being here on a Sunday. 27 people on a Sunday. That's crazy. No Stare joined the union. No Stare joined the union that year. But South Carolina did leave the union. No state, is he saying? No state joined the union that year, but South Carolina did leave the union there. Okay. Well, you got one of two back. Thank you, Jenny. State, I got you. Let's see. No, it hasn't updated. I don't know. I thought it was a live feed. Usually it's live. When I say something, it just does it. Maybe the people on in YouTube land is not doing it. So, all right, guys, we're going to celebrate some blocks coming out. We're going to start off with 909,460. And as you guys know, the block subsidy for the blocks are 3.125, but our block subsidy for the wheel is 100 Satoshis here on a Sunday. So we're going to spin it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Jenny, today is Sunday, August 10th, 2025. We're going to start off with block 460. I'm going to make this first spin on a Sunday. And thank you so much. And good luck to everyone on this first spin. And let's spin it. And let's see who can win it. Sup, Elm? Looks like Neo is the first. Emily. Let's not challenge people to unsubscribe anymore, Jerry. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Emily, congratulations. Oh, wow. Hold on. Okay. Wow. Trent, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Trent, very much for the 1,860. But Jenny says I'll do that times 10, sir. 18,600, Jenny. Jenny 10x'd it. I think she pushed one too many zeros. It 10x'd it. Holy shit. Thank you, Jenny. Oh my God. Thank you. Wow, Trent. Yeah. Is this going to be Trent's first time losing? I don't know. And Joshua sent in a big zap as well. 3,000 Satoshis. Thank you, Joshua. That's huge. I know it doesn't look that big compared to hers, but that's a big zap. Thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. And then somebody sent in 850 sats and said Sunday FUNday. Thank you. That's a big zap too. It really is. Thank you. Because we look at sats like dollars, guys. Wow. Trent, thank you for that, Trent. That 1,860 for giving Jenny the 10x number. I appreciate that. Is Trent going to take that laying down? I don't know. I've only seen him lose to one man, and that's St. Brosville. I don't know. I don't know. Good game, Emily. Thank you, Trent. Wow. Thank you, Jennifer. Crazy. Woo woo, Emily. Give it to Emily. Yes, I will. I will give it to Emily. Congrats. Woohoo. So close. Congratulations, Emily. Yes. Damn, Jenny. Yeah. That's what happens when Jenny goes out, too. The boys say, damn, Jenny. She's used to that. Damn. It is. Damn, Jenny. Thank you very much. What did I do? Oops. You made it fun. That's what you did, Jenny. And you just adding to your legend. That's why I got you at the top of the wheel, Jenny Legendary. Because I got to say this, Jenny, you are, oh, man. I don't want to disrespect Paul the GOAT, but man, Jenny, you are. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jerry and fam. Thank you, Emily, for being here. I appreciate it. Jen is not playing now. She wants to be the number one zapper today. And she is by far right now. Thank you. Joshua. They're big league. Yeah. They're big leagues. There's levels to this, guys. You know what I mean? And again, if you ever want to zap, and I'm not saying to zap, if I give you enough value, and if you want to zap, don't worry about what anybody else has happened. You know what I mean? If you want to zap 50, 20, 100, whatever, I look at sats like dollars, guys. These are going in my cold storage, and I'm doing this for the people, and you guys are my constituents. I'm like your Bitcoin politician. I work for you guys. Seriously. You watch out when you look at politicians, you look at two things. Forget what they say, right? Watch what they do. And the two things you look at in a politician is simple. One is who pays them, number one, and number two, how they vote. You look at how they vote and who pays them. And how do I vote? I buy Satoshis every hour on the hour, and I put all my spare time that I have into Bitcoin content and Bitcoin learning and stuff like that, right? And to get the orange pill out there, to get adoption out there. And who pays me? It's you guys. So I work for you guys. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. So if you guys ever want to zap something, that's why I call out everything. 20, 50, 100, 80. I don't care. I appreciate them all. And thank you guys so much. Seriously. Them sats be rolling in. Yes. I mean, again, there's levels to it. You you got big boys like Paul, the GOAT, Jenny, Trent. Those are big boys, man. You know what I mean? So it's very hard to keep up with them. But again, everything matters, and like Corey says, all sats matter. Bang! That's not a state year. She cheated. Yeah, that's not a state year. No, it's not. That's a I don't even know what that is. 18,600. That's like the moon year or something. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jen. Where's the fam, Jared? Just enjoying your Sunday solo? Yeah. My grandson's in there. We're just chilling, man. We're just chilling. Very generous, guys. Here, what's up, EB? My man, EB. How are you? And again, and if you send in 50 sats, that's very generous. You know what I mean? Seriously, I mean that, man. I don't take any sats for granted. You know what I mean? I'm not big league. I just started in January. No, you're big league, Jenny. You are the big league. Not only are you big leagues, but you're the star of stars. Like when Scottie Pippen or Michael Jordan used to walk into the All-Star game. Yeah, he's with the All-Star team and he's with the All-Stars, but they're head and shoulders above the All-Star team. That's you, Jenny. You are in the big leagues. EB, big league graciousness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Hey, Jen, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to be saving those. LOL. Trent says yes. Oh, geez. So that's my problem. Well, Jenny hit a big milestone the other day that she told me about. Hold on. Wow. Jenny, thank you so much. Let me show this one more time. For the 18,600. I appreciate that very much. But Trent says, I want to do something a little different here. That's not a state year. You can't count. Yes. I thought we were going to see Trent and Jen one up each other by one all night. Jen said, nope. Yeah. And Trent said nope too, brother. Trent said no. What do you think the next number is, guys? If you had to guess. Trent did 18,600. I mean, Jenny did 18,600. Trent said, let's just make it an even number, even Steven. 20,000 sats. Trent said. This is a Sunday, guys. This is crazy. Trent, sorry, brother. Okay, Jen says I'm done. But wow. Trent, thank you for the 20. But Jenny says, nah, I can't go out like that, Jenny said. Trent. So I think Trent might be number 2 today. I don't know. Wow. Trent, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Jenny, again, I'm running out of stuff to say to you, ma'am. I appreciate it. I'm snapping because it went out of focus. Thank you, Jenny. Golly, man. When I do payroll and stuff like that, and I look at my sats at night, because this is kind of like a business for me, right? Damn, I know. I look at sats in, sats out, and I always look at, Jenny and Trent. And I'm like, man, these two are just like, holy crap, man. Sat wise, I mean, this is crazy. Wow. Again, Jenny, I don't know what to say to you anymore, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me give Speed Wallet some love. Let me see if something happened over there. Nope. Wow, guys. This is a Sunday, too. Hey, people are putting their money where their mouth is, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, Jenny. Trent, oh my gosh. Wow, man. Let me show Jenny's one more time. Let's make sure. No, I don't want to. I want to make sure I give Jenny her props. Jenny was number 1 for let's see, 242. She was number 1 for 2 minutes. But Trent says, I don't want to be number 2, man. I'll put some 2s in there, but I don't want to be number 2. Jesus. 25,250. Trent says. He says, oh, you're done all right, Jenny. And so am I. Wow, man. Thank you, Jenny. Wasn't for you, this wouldn't happen. See, you're welcome, Jerry. I got him to fill up your wallet. Yep. Wow. Jenny, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Trent, obviously, thank you very much. Sheesh. I know. Wow, man. Well, I think I hit my daily goal today, guys. For my daily. Oh shit. Does anybody want to share how many sats they want to make a day? Do you guys want to share that? I'll share mine if you share yours. I'll tell you what my goal is every day. If you want to. Or maybe I should make a video on that. Yeah, I think I'll make a video on that. It's much harder than what it used to be, man. That's for sure. As many as I can, yeah. That's right. Well, Jenny, hopefully you're not going against the grain giving that many out today. Jesus, thank you, Jenny. But I also give away a lot of sats too every day. I do. Cool meal a day sounds good. Wow, Jay. Yeah, mine ain't that much. That's incredible, bro. That's a hell of a goal right there. Jay, me too. Wow, you guys are balling, man. A meal a day? Holy shit. Matt says more. Okay. I'll tell you my monthly sat goal. Well, I'll tell you what. Okay. And then just divide it by 30 or 31. And that's your daily goal, whether you know that or not. I fulfill it every month. Good, man. Good. Reason I'm asking is because one day you're not going to be able to do it. You know what I mean? We're not going to be able to do it, man. They said that was a goal, not that they meant it. Yes. As many as I can. Yes. Not that I'm not. Oh, sorry. They said that was a goal, not that they meet it. Yeah. Yeah. That's well said. Good answer, Jen. Yes. Hello, everyone. Ronald Chump. What's up, bro? How are you? That sounds like a troll name there. Donald Trump, Ronald Chump. But I don't know. All right, guys, let's spin it. Thank you again, Trent and Jenny, and everybody for being here. Wow. Emily was the first winner. Jesus. 461. Let's do it. My God, man. Jen wrecks my DCA every week. Is this some inside job? She goats me because she's in the payroll. LOL. I'm just kidding. I know. Wow, man. Incredible stuff, guys. Incredible. Lauren, you're the winner, brother. You're just competitive, man. Trent. You are competitive. Hi, Ronald. Who sent you, Emily says. Hello, friend. Speaking of sending somebody, my man Sonny, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. Always good to see my man Sonny. Got a newfound respect for Sonny, man. I met him in person. Had the pleasure of meeting him in person. We had a real good talk, man. We rode around and chilled. So I got to know him just a little bit for like an hour and a half. Who was in payroll? Did I miss something? Good game, Lauren. Sunday is getting better. It is, Lauren. Jeez, man. Am I supposed to be getting paid? I don't know what he's talking about. Is this channel about precious metals too? I thought I saw your video on Nevada metals. I used to do precious metals, Ronald Trump. Not anymore though, sir. It's all Bitcoin now, brother. And freedom. Lauren. There, I just met my goal. Just kidding. LOL. I was just joking because you say you work for Jerry. But remember, she says she works for me for free, she says. Lauren, you're the winner, man. 461. Kinda. For free, yes. We work together, Jenny. Getting this Bitcoin content out there. Very kind of you guys, man. Seriously. 461, Lauren. Let's see who gets 462. I'm basically already, quote unquote, almost all in. So there is not much I can do other than wait and spend as little money as possible. That's my goal for now. Nice. I understand that, Moonshiki. 462 goes to Jay. Lauren's funny, isn't he? Lauren is a hoot. All right, Jay. You're the winner. I know you're here. 463. You're up. Oh, I done missed a whole spin. Lauren, yes. It's okay. You're too busy giving. Jason. Jay, congratulations. Well, I better go replace my sats, right? Sheesh. I know how you feel. I do the same thing, man. I got a certain amount of sats that I put on my speed wallet every day, Trent, and I zap sats while I'm watching videos. You know what I mean? If they got a QR code up there or something like that. And by the way, for all you content creators out there, if you don't have a QR code on your video, what are you doing? Put a QR code up there or have a link in the bottom if you want sats, you know. But it's a good way to keep the circular economy going. Jason, congratulations, bro. Jason, you. Ronald Chump, Bitcoin is a shiznit, but I still like my Inglehearts. Okay, I like them too. I got a feeling this is somebody I know trying to be funny, but we'll see. Inglehearts, huh? Yeah, I like Inglehearts too, Ronald Chump. Good game, Jay. Good game, Jay. Jay, whoo-hoo. Or say Jason, you're woo-woo, good game. You're Jason. GGWP Raps. Yes. Jason's the winner. 464. You're up. Let's see what you're going to get. See who's going to do it. Or better yet, put Jerry's barcode up there, Lauren says. Oh, man. Magalo Media, yeah. Let me tell you something about being a quote-unquote YouTuber, right? Which is crazy. I want you guys to think about this. Now, I have a lot of videos up there, man. A lot of videos from years ago. Like my boy just said, what's his name? Donald Trump or Ronald Trump. If you make a certain amount of content, there will be somebody watching you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somewhere around the world. Somebody's going to be watching your videos. And if you put a QR code, there's no better feeling as a Bitcoiner to wake up and have sats in your wallet based on what somebody did for you the night before. That's incredible for me, man. Like that is like, holy crap, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do that with some of us. I donate to Corey every day. He'd make more if he go back to daily vid. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It doesn't have to be a lot. You know what I mean? 64, Megalomedia. Woohoo. Good game, Megalomedia. Donald Trump owns the Taj Mahal. I own a paper box. All right. Dude, much thanks. No doubt. Woo, no doubt. Ronald Trump, would you like me to put you on the wheel, sir? Or what? Mega Low Media. Congratulations, bro. Dude, much thanks. Woo. Yep. Mega. Yes. 464. Something just happened on strike. Hey, look at this. 99 sats. Is this Scotty? Scotty so hotty? Let's see. Hey, Jerry, well, how's it going? Hey, how you doing, man? It is him. Welcome back, Scotty. Scotty 99. He's here. 36. Put him on the wheel. How are you, my friend? Good to have you back. I was not expecting you on the weekends. You said you can't come in on the weekends. So that's cool, man. Thanks for having me. I mean, thanks for coming in and having me on your screen. Jerry VHF, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. How are you? Is there fire in the hole on a Sunday or no? Uh-oh. Somebody sent in 420 sats. 420. Who would that be? 420 to the speed wallet. Thank you, sir. 420. Thank you very much. Ronald Trump said, put me on that shit. Okay. I think I know who this is. Ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Trump, it is. All right. I got you, man. He has a certain way he talks that reminds me of somebody. But I ain't going to say Trump. I think I'm almost 100% certain I know who that is, man. For real. VHS. Fire in the hole later on, my guy. No doubt. Emily. Samantha. How are you, ma'am? Samantha Nakamoto. First of her name. Daughter of the great Satoshi Nakamoto. Samantha, how are you, young lady? Good to see you, ma'am. Lauren. Okay. Walking into work. All right. What does that mean? You want me to keep you on the wheel? Or you leaving? We were talking about you earlier, VHF. Someone said something about a video saying BTC would lose 65% of the top. Yeah, this video is going to be for you, VHF. The second video we watched. Sammy, good to see you. Ronald Trump is an inside job. Yes. Hey, Sammy. I said you were waiting for that. Yes. Jenny. Yeah, we're going to watch that second one. My boy Oliver Velez. But this first video we're going to check out is from a man named I still have it up here. Hold on. Let's see. A man named Austin Talks Money. And the video is called hold on. The video is called Stop Valuing Bitcoin Like a Stock. It's much more. Is that the one? Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's it. So I watched a couple of his videos. Yeah, boom. I'm in that camp, Jenny. No doubt. No doubt. Who's Ronald Chump? I'm not gonna say, Fanny, because I don't want to ruin it, but I'm 100% sure I know who it is though. Oh, look at Jenny sending in 99 sats. I thought this was Scotty for a second. She sent in 99 sats and said, "Hi, where's Lil Man? He's in the living room." Here comes Scotty. Doing okay. Weekends are tough, not impossible. Yeah. Atiba, come here for 1 second. VHF, what's going on, family? Yeah. Emily, hi. Hey, Samantha. Asking the same thing, Fanny. Yes. Hi, Satoshi's brother. I'm Satoshi's brother. Rod, how are you? You want me to put you on the wheel or what? I'm sorry.
Hi.
You got juice?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You drank your juice? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't drink your juice already. Rod, you want me to put you on the wheel, brother? Are you a Bitcoiner or what? Hi, woke up bullet. Spaceman. Does your grandson have a lightning wallet?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I got some UTXOs for him. If you want to send him some sats, you can. Hi, little dude. You're adorable, Jenny says, for 99 more sats. Thank you.
Batman.
Scotty says, doing okay. Weekends are tough, not impossible. Thank you, Scotty. Appreciate it. Silver Choker said to tell you what's up. I definitely know who this is now.
Sup?
Mm-hmm. You ate a lot of food today. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
This boy, so far, when he got up this morning, he had a banana, sausage, toast, an apple, and a bunch of juice. And I'm like, where does it go, man? Huh? Captain Underpants. Yes, he is. Little man's voice, yes. Little man, thank you, Emily. Emily says, hi, cutie. He's definitely a Bitcoiner. His name is Rod Usiki. LOL, yeah. Say hi, Jenny. Say hi, Jenny. Oh, look at that. Jenny just sent him 1,234 sats. Thank you, Jenny. I'll put that in his UTXO.
Thank you, Sunny.
So I'm doing UTXOs and I mark them for his name and then I'll put them all in one. Say thank you, Jenny.
Thank you, Sunny.
Say hi, Emily.
Hi.
Say hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Thank you, Jenny, so much. 1,234 from Jenny to my little man for his future.
Man, scissors.
Thank you so much, Jenny. That's very kind of you. Hello, Jerry.
Hello.
GOW, what's up?
Hello, sorry. I said sorry.
Hey, Maddie. Maddie says hi, team. Say hi, Maddie.
Hi, May.
Something just happened. Jenny sent another 99 sats and says, you're welcome, little man. You watching Spider-Man?
No.
Yes, you are. I can hear it. Papa loves you, okay? Very much. GOW, Sunday FUNday. GOW, I'm going to put you on the wheel, brother.
What the?
You want to say hi to the people real quick while I'm working? Go ahead.
Hi.
You want to teach them about Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Bitcoin.
Tell them it's the best way to save.
He's safe.
Say it's the best way to save. It's the best way to save. No. Say it loud. It's the best way to save.
Better safe.
And for me,
Me.
the only way to save.
And safe.
And that's Bitcoin.
And Bitcoin.
Maddie says hi, T's. GOW. Sunday fun
I
day.
said hi.
Hello, GOW. Hey, Maddie. Lauren. Hello, Lauren. Thank you, Jerry. No doubt. I put you on there. Coco says hi to Tiba.
Hi.
Say hi, Coco.
Hi, Coco.
Say hi, Coco.
Hi.
Say hi, Coco.
Hi, Coco.
Coco's watching you.
Huh?
Coco's watching you in the video.
Oh.
Okay, something happened on Speed Wallet, guys.
Well,
You see what you done started, Jenny? 200 sats. Thank you.
Papa,
200 big ones.
I want to get down.
Appreciate that.
I want to get down.
Okay, hold on one second, buddy. And again, thank you for that 420. I appreciate it. Okay, hold on, buddy. You're welcome, little man. Everybody wants to see you. Okay, you gonna go back and watch Spider-Man?
Mhm.
Okay. Can I have a hug or no?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Have a kiss? Thanks, buddy. Okay. No. Go that way. What you want? Okay. Be good, okay? I'm right here. Come on. I got the door, but don't try to close that door. Come get me if you need something, all right? Jerry sent. The 200? Was that you? Backpacker? Thank you very much. Jerry, you got to teach little man your famous saying these people make me sick. I got to let him get a little older first. I got to give him positive stuff first. You know what I mean? I don't want him to hear the negative, Papa. If that was you, 200, thank you so much, Backpacker. That's a lot of sats, bro. Thank you. Maddie, hi, Lauren. Finally, Jerry and the accountant in the same room. You might be. Yeah, he's always doing payroll with me. He's always beating my. He likes to fight, my grandson. So when I'm doing payroll, as soon as I get off the show, he's just like, okay, now I can beat his butt, and he just starts whooping my, you know what, on the couch. When I'm trying to do the payroll, I was like, all right, let me just chill, make him something to eat. We hang out, watch stuff, we run around. I take him outside, we walk around the neighborhood. And he's like, can I get on your shoulder? So I pick him up to work out. It's a good for workout for me. I put him on my shoulders. He's 40 pounds. And I walk a pretty long way with him on my shoulders. And that's an indicator for me that I'm still in, okay shape. I can be a lot better. I got to find some muscles somewhere. I've been looking for some muscles. I don't know if I can find them, but I've been finding a little bit here and there. But I put him on my shoulders. We walk around. So that's like you asking Satoshi Nakamoto if he's a Bitcoin. LOL, but I don't know. He keeps popping in and leaving or something. Yeah, I think he's a troll, man. VHF, yes. Jerry, it's from our kids. For your grandson, sent 200. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Flipper, Holler, Anonymous. Damn, that's a big zap. Kiddos, thank you. The kiddos, thank you, kids. Well, you're going to meet him one day. Hopefully, if he's here. When you guys get to Vegas. I don't know if he'll be here or not. My daughter may be here. She's considering coming full time. Coming more to Vegas. She likes it here. My daughter. Ronald Trump says, thanks to you, Jerry, I decided to sell a small percentage on my silver for a Bitcoin. It feels good having 100 million sats, Ronald Trump says. Wow. Flex much? Thanks to you, Jerry, I decided to sell a small percentage of my silver. A small percentage of his silver for a Bitcoin. It feels good having 100 million sats. Wow. Congratulations, Ronald Trump. That's really good, man. That's the way to try to throw us off. I know who it is, but you might throw off the people. But Ronald, congratulations. Ronald Trump, can you come back every day, sir? I really like your name, man. But anyways, this man right here, Austin Talks Money, he's not really a Bitcoin channel, but he talks about money and stuff. So without further ado, he tells you to stop valuing Bitcoin like a stock. It's much, much more.
When most people think about Bitcoin, they treat it like a stock or just another investment in their portfolio. And I think this way to view and value Bitcoin is completely wrong. So in today's video, I want to show you the right way to value Bitcoin, and I want to show you why it's so different from any other traditional financial asset that we have. It can be difficult to tell the difference between Bitcoin, stocks, bonds, ETFs, or mutual funds in a world where financial titans like BlackRock and Fidelity allow you to buy Bitcoin with the click of a button in your brokerage account. It's featured daily on CNBC alongside stocks like Tesla, Amazon, Google, and Apple. It's now being recommended as a portfolio allocation, and like stocks, most people want a piece of Bitcoin so they can make some money. When you buy,
Yeah. And that's a good point, right? People see, because most people don't understand money anyways, and we know that for the most part. And when they see a CNBC / whatever, financial channel having Bitcoin up there, just like a stock or a bond or mutual funds or whatever, they look at it like, oh, okay, I'm going to get a piece of this. You know what I mean? And they have no idea what it is. It's not a stock. A stock is what? A company, right? S&P 500 is 500 companies. A bond is what? A government-backed issued loan to them to say, hey, we're guaranteeing you this much interest, every 6 months or a year or whatever. And Bitcoin's none of these things, but people don't know. They just see numbers on a television screen, say, "Oh, it's up. Okay, I can make some quote unquote money on it," and they have no idea what it is.
buy stock, you're buying a piece of ownership in a company, and you can value it by looking at what product or service they sell, how much profit they're making, and where the company's headed in the future. When you buy a bond, bonds are valued by how willing the borrower is to repay and the interest rate they're willing to offer. Real estate is valued based off of the utility, the location, and the cash flow. But Bitcoin doesn't have earnings, profit, or cash flow. It doesn't send out dividends. So when most people hear this, they just assume that it's worthless. This is a critical error that most people make when trying to value Bitcoin. They start asking themselves the question, what am I actually buying? All right, so when you buy Bitcoin, you're getting a piece of the total supply of 21 million coins on an open distributed monetary network.
Boom. What are you buying? Boom, boom, boom. He just said it. You're buying a piece of the finite pie. I love it. Let's play that again. By the way, I'm going to leave the link to this video. Here, let me give it to you now. I want you guys to use this video to help orange pill your family and friends. This is a really good video, guys. Seriously. So put this on your phone, save it, put it on your desktop or whatever, and show your normie friends this. And sit down and pause it and watch it with them. I mean, this guy did a really good job with this video. Seriously.
Themselves the question, what am I actually buying? All right, so when you buy Bitcoin, you're getting a piece of the total supply of 21 million coins on an open distributed monetary network. Bitcoin is a protocol. It's a set of rules that allows anyone to send value anywhere in the world without permission from corporations, banks, or governments. So you're not investing in future profits. You're actually owning a piece of the network itself. This is a monetary system that runs on software.
God, that's so good. This video is so good. I'm real nervous about cold storage. I was thinking of selling my sats and just getting ETF or leave it with Coinbase since they got good security. You could do what you want, Ronald Chump. It depends on your level. It depends on your level of knowledge, sir. So, keep studying, and there's trade-offs with everything. There's no perfect solutions, just trade-offs. But again, if you don't have it on cold storage, you don't own it. Not your keys, not your coins, or like I say, not your keys, not your cheese. So yeah. All right, Jor. No, it's not Jor. So yeah, I feel you on that, Ronald Chump. So let's go back to what he said, because this guy's cooking right now, guys. He's cooking.
Permission from corporations, banks, or governments. So you're not investing in future profits. You're actually owning a piece of the network itself. This is a monetary system that runs on software. And if you're new to Bitcoin, this probably sounds really abstract and like gibberish. So let me break it down by comparing it to something that you're probably familiar with in the internet. Now, you probably use the internet every single day doing things like streaming, email, messaging. But what you might not realize is that it runs on something called a protocol. This is a standard shared set of rules called TCP/IP, and it's the most popular communications protocol in the world. A protocol is just a shared language for computers.
So basically, the Bitcoin base layer is like TCP/IP, and he'll go on and explain this a little bit. It's the base layer, and there's going to be things that's layered on top of Bitcoin, just like there is TCP/IP. It's the same exact thing. It's a protocol.
Software rulebook that allows different systems to talk to each other, regardless of who built them or where they're located. You can think about it like sending mail. So IP stands for Internet Protocol. It's like the address system. It makes sure your data knows where to go. The TCP part stands for Transmission Control Protocol, and it's like the delivery driver. It breaks the message into small pieces, makes sure they arrive, and then puts them back together in the right order. TCP IP was invented in the 1970s by Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn. Their goal was to create a way for networks all over the world to connect regardless of hardware, geography, or how they were built. So today, the routers
So that's interesting, right? Let's double click on that real quick. These guys right here invented the internet, right? Similar to Satoshi Nakamoto, except people know who they are. Most people don't know who these two people are, but now you know. You actually can Google that. The difference between them and Satoshi is simple. This is a monetary network versus an information network, getting information all over the world. Bitcoin allows you to get money all over the world, or currency or value, whatever you want to call it, lightning fast, just like the internet does with information. Satoshi left the project behind because, again, with the internet, they started in 1970, right? And nobody was really like mad at them or something like that. So they didn't have to be like incognito, or like I call it, incognito, like Satoshi is, because they knew if Satoshi was going to go against the Fed and the banking system and stuff like that, he know that they do something real bad to him. So he needed to have a synonymous. These guys didn't. But again, just like Satoshi Nakamoto, these two guys who created this protocol, regardless if they're around or not, the internet is here now. So these two decided, said, "Oh, you know what? Let's just stop the internet. Let's go, because I made it happen." It's not happened. Once you have an idea or quote unquote discovery, like Oliver Velez says, there's no stopping it. So again, just like the internet, Bitcoin is a protocol that once it's created by no matter who it is or discovered, it can't be stopped.
Together in the right order. TCP IP was invented in the 1970s by Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn. Their goal was to create a way for networks all over the world to connect regardless of hardware, geography, or how they were built. So today, the routers you have in your house, your phone, your laptop, Netflix, YouTube, and Google all use TCP IP to communicate to each other. It started as a government project in the 70s, and then it spread to universities in the 80s and went mainstream in the 90s. It's the invisible layer underneath the internet that powers basically everything that you do online. Just like TCP IP became the foundation for how we move information online, Bitcoin is becoming the protocol and the foundation for how we move value. Bitcoin runs on a shared set of software rules that allow people all over the world to send value back and forth to each other. These rules include things like the 21 million coin supply cap, the supply issuance that gets cut in half every 4 years, transaction validation, and how wallets communicate to each other. All of these things are in place so that people all over the world can connect to the network and speak the same monetary language. Bitcoin is open and accessible to anyone, whether you're using a phone wallet in Africa, mining in Texas, or running a node in Europe. You're all following the same protocol. Everyone opts into the same rule set, and changing those rules requires convincing the entire network to upgrade. With the internet, you use a router to get online. With Bitcoin, you use something called a node. This is basically a fancy way of saying a computer that's running Bitcoin software, and it allows you to download the entire history of all of the transactions on the network. And this keeps the network decentralized and honest. It allows you to send and receive transactions and verify that everyone that's sending you money is following the same set of rules. So now the question becomes, how do you even go about valuing a protocol like this? Let me start with the question. If you could hop in a time machine and go back to 1970 when the internet was created and buy a small piece of all the future value created on it, would you do it? In its early days, from the 1970s to the 1990s, the internet was mostly used by researchers and tech nerds who actually understood what it was capable of. It wasn't until the 1990s, and especially after the iPhone launched in 2007, that the internet began reshaping the world at scale. Since then, the internet has created 30 to 50 trillion dollars of global value. If you add in the market caps of internet giants to that, the number gets to 60 to 80 trillion dollars. And with 5 billion people now using the internet almost on a daily basis, it's estimated that $5 to $7 trillion of productivity is added to the global economy every single year. Why did this happen? This happened because the internet made information nearly free and instantly accessible. It solved friction and saved people time and created opportunities that didn't exist before. The internet became valuable because it solved real problems, and this mostly boils down to saving people time. Examples of this are Google Maps on your phone replacing maps in physical directions. Text and email replace letters and phone calls. Online banking replaced trips to the bank, and e-commerce replaced malls and shopping trips. After 50 years of the internet, it's undeniable the amount of value that it's created. And it's been 16 years since Bitcoin was created, yet a lot of people still think that it's worthless. So let's fix that by helping you understand how to think about Bitcoin's value the right way. Bitcoin is different from TCP IP in one big way. TCP IP is a protocol for data transfer, and Bitcoin is a protocol for value transfer. meaning that unlike the internet, Bitcoin has a built-in digital token that allows you to purchase a piece of the protocol. So you're not buying a piece of a company that's building on top of the protocol like we saw during the dot-com boom and the internet. With Bitcoin, you're actually buying a piece of the underlying protocol. So similar to the internet, adoption is going to be the key metric that we look at when trying to figure out where we're at today and if Bitcoin is still a good investment long term. There's three main network metrics that we can look at to measure where Bitcoin's at when it comes to adoption. The hash rate measures the total computing power securing the network. So a rising hash rate here means that more miners believe Bitcoin is worth protecting and that the network is becoming stronger and more secure. Next, there's nodes. So the more people that we have running nodes and using them to send, receive, and verify transactions shows that a growing number of people deeply understand Bitcoin and want to participate in the network. Lastly, there's transaction volume. So this shows how often Bitcoin is being used to send and receive value. Steady or growing transaction volume shows increasing real-world usage and trust in the protocol. And
Let's double click on that, guys. Love that. This video is really good, guys. Really good. All right. So what did he say? Bitcoin network metrics, the network metrics, right? Obviously, he's going to talk about price later on. That's what everybody looks at. But the three main things that we look at are hash rate, meaning how many miners are up mining the Bitcoin, the blocks, like we always talking about. The node count, how many people have nodes out there, and the transaction volume, how much are we transacting on the base layer or layer 2, and stuff like that. That's the real network metrics. Now, the price is just a symptom of these three things, right? These are the three things that you look at: the hash rate, how many miners are plugged in, how powerful the network is, aka the node counts, meaning us. We can run a node. I do run a node myself, and a node is just basically the whole blockchain downloaded to a computer, and you can don't have to trust. You can verify in your own accounts, your own transactions. And three, the transaction volumes, how much we spending and moving on the base layer, and how much we're spending on the Lightning Network, and that again helps the symptoms of the price. All right, so that's very, very important, guys. So write that down. Hash rate number 1, node count. If you haven't ran a node, think about doing that. And number 3 is transaction volume, how much we're transacting on the base layer and Lightning Network.
That we can look at to measure where Bitcoin's at when it comes to adoption. The hash rate measures the total computing power securing the network. So a rising hash rate here means that more miners believe Bitcoin is worth protecting and that the network is becoming stronger and more secure. Next, there's nodes. So the more people that we have running nodes and using them to send, receive, and verify transactions shows that a growing number of people deeply understand Bitcoin and want to participate in the network. Lastly, there's transaction volume. So this shows how often Bitcoin is being used to send and receive value. Steady or growing transaction volume shows increasing real-world usage and trust in the protocol. And all three of these metrics point to one thing, which is increased adoption over time. But let's talk about the one obvious metric that we can use to track adoption: the price. Price is by far the easiest metric to track. It tells us what the market thinks and values Bitcoin at today. As of 2025, Bitcoin's market cap sits just over $2 trillion. In comparison, total global assets, including real estate, stocks, bonds, fiat currency, and commodities, are estimated around $900 trillion. That means Bitcoin is still just a tiny fraction of global capital. So the real question becomes, what percentage of the world's wealth will eventually flow into Bitcoin? Estimates range anywhere from 10% to 40%, depending on how superior you believe Bitcoin is as a store of value and payment network. If we use Michael Saylor's model, it forecasts a range between 2% and 22% of global assets by 2045. This would put Bitcoin's price anywhere between 3 million and 49 million per coin in the most bullish scenarios. So far, Bitcoin has outperformed every other asset class in the world since its inception. And I don't think this is going to slow down anytime soon. Now, why is this? It's because Bitcoin is a better store of value than things like stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, art, or anything else. And it's a better store of value because of the rules that are embedded in the protocol. At its core, Bitcoin solves a simple but universal problem: time theft through currency debasement. And I think most of the value that Bitcoin creates will be due to helping people protect the time that they've traded for money by holding on to that value over time. While the internet...
Most people that buy Bitcoin don't understand that part. They don't understand the monetary debasement of our currency. They don't understand money printed. They don't understand where inflation comes from. Most of these people are, quote unquote, trying to get a better portfolio or a better return or make money on their investment. They think Bitcoin is an investment. And once people find out, the more, like George says, the green lights we turn on, the better. Like people have a better understanding of what Bitcoin is. I didn't know that when I first got in. I didn't know about this till I got into precious metals, right? So people have to come in knowing that, hey, maybe I can look at this cryptocurrency or maybe Bitcoin can do this for me. But once they start studying, that's why I say get to your million sats first, get your skin in the game, and then study and figure out what you have. And it ain't just about studying Bitcoin. It's about studying the monetary system.
Saves you time by speeding up your access to information and communication. Bitcoin saves you time by giving you a money that doesn't lose purchasing power. Better money means more freedom and more time to spend doing what you want to do, and less time working for a currency that loses value. And it does this through a base layer protocol that can't be manipulated or stopped. And this is what makes Bitcoin as a protocol so powerful. But how can we be sure that Bitcoin can't be stopped? This is where something called network effects come into play. A network effect happens when a system or product becomes more valuable the more people that use it. A simple example of this is the telephone. One telephone is basically useless because you can't call anybody else. And each phone that gets added to the network makes it more and more valuable because you can call more people. And this also makes it more difficult for other outside phone networks to compete because you couldn't talk to existing ones. And we see these network effects everywhere in things like social networks like Facebook or Instagram, ride-sharing platforms like Uber, and marketplaces like Amazon. As more users and developers adopted the internet protocol, each new connection made it more valuable and harder to replace. So even if competing protocols wanted to try to compete, they couldn't because they couldn't communicate with the existing internet protocol. TCP/IP won because it was open, free, and worked on any device, not just an Apple or Microsoft product. Once everyone started using it, the protocol was established as the only protocol for the internet. And from there, new layers started building on top. We had HTTP for websites, DNS for domain names, SMTP for email, VoIP for calls, and web browsers, email clients, cloud storage, all building on top of the same foundation. Each new layer that was built on top of TCP/IP made the entire internet more valuable and more entrenched and harder to replace. And now Bitcoin is following that same path. It has the strongest network effect of any digital money because it's the most open, decentralized, and adopted out of all of them. And just like the internet, Bitcoin now has higher layers getting built on top of it. We have things like the Lightning Network for faster payments, mining operations, node infrastructure, and wallet software. And if Bitcoin's network effect is so strong at this point that no other monetary protocol can come along and replace it, that means that it will become the foundation for how we exchange value in the future, just like how TCP/IP became the foundation for how we exchange information.
AKA, none of these S coins are going to surpass Bitcoin's network effect. AKA, Coinbase is the safest place to store paper Bitcoin, right? And you saw the base layers, right? 1104. So you saw the layers on top. So TCP/IP layers, aka Bitcoin, or layer one of the internet. These are the things that's on top of it, right? HTTP websites, DNS domain names, SMP, TP email, VoIP calls, and again, that's the things that are on top of the base layer. With the Bitcoin network layers, you have the Lightning Network, right? Layer 2, mining operations, node infrastructure, wallet software, and many, many more. And there's a whole bunch of things in each one of these. So again, the similarities are uncanny, man, when you see that. You know what I mean? And it's going to be even more in the future. And again, we're only 16 years old, guys. We're just starting.
How TCP/IP became the foundation for how we exchange information. TCP/IP disrupted communication, and Bitcoin is already starting to disrupt finance. And if it's too entrenched to be disrupted, then you need to start thinking about Bitcoin's risk in your portfolio in a different way. Bitcoin is often framed like a speculative gamble, and you'll hear people say something like, don't invest more money than you can afford to lose. But in reality, Bitcoin is built to be extremely resilient and robust through all kinds of market volatility, competing cryptocurrencies, government bans, and regulation. It's not a fragile tech startup. It's a protocol that goes one layer deeper than companies that is meant to be built on top of. With a better understanding of how Bitcoin's protocol works, when we start to compare Bitcoin to some of these traditional financial assets, I start to think that some of these risks don't exist with Bitcoin that do with other assets. Stocks have risks like CEOs making bad decisions, product failure, regulatory shifts, market cycles, and inflated valuations with no earnings to back them up. Bonds also come with risks. There's default risk, inflation, and interest rate volatility. Then we have real estate. There's maintenance costs, taxes, zoning laws, tenant risk, and illiquidity. Bitcoin has no CEO, no quarterly reports, no board, and no central point of failure.
Now, there's a difference. And Matt, that's a good question. We'll answer that after the video. Hey, team, what was a difficult term or concept you found with Bitcoin? We're going to answer that after the video. Good question, Matt. But they talked about risks, right? There's a difference between risky and risk. I've learned over the years. It's like every time you get in a car, you're taking a risk, right? Because somebody can hit you. You can get into an accident. You can get a ticket. You can get, you can hit someone. You can get a flat tire, hurt yourself. Whatever. There's risk, but then there's risky, right? And again, if somebody doesn't have a license or doesn't know how to drive, that's pretty risky. But I can also be getting in the car and going 80 miles an hour with my hands out of the steering wheel. That's risky, right? There's always risk to everything. There's risk owning Bitcoin too. How? Well, if you go on, do self custody and do cold storage, you may lose your keys or something, like somewhere you didn't have a backup written down somewhere, or you lost them, you forgot them, somebody stole them. There's risks to everything, but it's a way of minimizing your risk. And for me personally, I like to have a little bit more of a risk if I'm a self-sovereign individual, because again, when you have money in the banking system, you're taking the less risk when it comes to not being a self-sovereign person and having them hold it for you, not losing your keys. But you're also taking the risk of they may take your money, because you don't own it. Ronald Trump said, I don't know if the Bitcoin project is going to pan out. I just want a little exposure in case it works out. If it doesn't, I won't be panhandling either. Okay. Well, thank you, Ronald Trump. Appreciate shorts, longs, perpetuals. I never traded. Yeah. So again, there's difference between risk and risky, and there's going to be risks everywhere. But again, there's no perfect solutions, just trade-offs.
Illiquidity. Bitcoin has no CEO, no quarterly reports, no board, and no central point of failure. It just runs on the software by itself automatically. Bitcoin isn't without risk. It's still a relatively small asset, and we're going to need more people to understand and believe in the technology for future growth. But I don't think it's fair to frame Bitcoin as a risky or a speculative gamble. It's still very early for Bitcoin, and I think making the shift from seeing it like a traditional asset like a stock in your portfolio to something like TCP/IP in the internet is crucial. This will help you accurately assess the risk, but to really believe that, you have to zoom out and understand where all this is heading. Bitcoin isn't just another investment. We're at the very beginning stages of a complete transformation of how the entire world stores and transfers value. Stages, understand where all this is heading.
So basically, long story short, when you're talking to people, and again, we're going to use this video to orange pill some people. I'm going to keep this video on my computer. Is tell them about the internet. Most people that know that the internet's pretty new. It's within the last 30 years. It started in 1970, but didn't come mainstream until the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Mid, early, late 90s, right? So show them that. Say, listen, Bitcoin is not a stock. Bitcoin is like the internet, and explain to them and break it down through this video. You know what I mean? And let them know that, hey, this ain't a stock or an investment or nothing like that. It's a protocol that gives sends money across the world, just like the internet sends information across the world.
You have to zoom out and understand where all this is heading. Bitcoin isn't just another investment. We're at the very beginning stages of a complete transformation of how the entire world stores and transfers value. The monetary foundation of the digital age. Just like the internet reshaped communication, entertainment, and commerce, Bitcoin is reshaping money. It's on track to become the base layer of a new global financial system, one that's open, neutral, borderless, and built for 8 billion people. Everything will be divided by 21 million Bitcoin. There will never be more than that. And while the dollar loses value over time, Bitcoin gets stronger as adoption grows. It's engineered to protect your time, your energy, and your future. Just like the internet made newspapers, taxis, and the fax machine obsolete, Bitcoin is here to replace the Federal Reserve, the banking system, and fiat currency as we know it. So the next time you hear someone say that Bitcoin doesn't have any cash flow or profits, you'll know the answer. You'll know that owning Bitcoin is owning a piece of the protocol and a piece of a new world. My name is Austin. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Wow. That was one of the best videos I've ever seen, guys. Everything will be divided by 21 million or 2.1 quadrillion Satoshis. Period. This guy was preaching, man. And again, when you're showing these people, your friends and family, when they're talking about cryptocurrencies, tell them there is no second best, right? Here's what I mean by that. Not the Michael Saylor way, which it is true. But again, when it comes to the internet, how many internets are there? Are there 2 internets? No, there's one internet. That's it, right? I'm not saying that these shit coins are not going to do certain things. They will, but when it comes to money, a zero-sum game, guys. You know what I mean? And it's not going to be, we're going to use this money for this and this money for that. No, it's one money and one money only, and that's Bitcoin. We don't have 2 internets. We have one internet with a bunch of stuff layered on top of it. Now, we may have an Ethereum network layered on top of Bitcoin to do something, or Solana trying to plug into Bitcoin. I'm not saying that. But when it comes to money, there's only one money, guys. And there's only one way right now today to save, And if I had to take a guess, you guys know what that is. So this was a great job, man. Great job by this guy. Thank you for the video, Jerry. Another tool for me to orange pill my stubborn fam and friends. Yeah, I'm going to link it again. This is incredible video, man. Absolutely incredible video. I'm going to keep this in my archives, man. Whoops. Love it. Love finding stuff like this, man. Tell the EU about quote unquote open and neutral. The amount of nonsense they already put on us is insane. All in the name of quote unquote anti-money laundering and quote unquote anti-terrorism. Exactly, Moonshiki. When I want to send sats on Strike now, Strike asks me if it is to a wallet of myself or to another person. They have to. All is controlled already. Yep. Yes, it is, sir. Absolutely. All right, let's do a couple of spins, guy. Well said, Moonshiki. What do you guys think about that video? And let's answer Matt's question. Matt said, "Hey team, what was a difficult term or concept you found within Bitcoin?" That's a good question, man. Hey team, what was a difficult term or concept you found with Bitcoin? Mine personally, Matt, was the difficulty adjustment. That was me personally. How about for you, Matt? What do you think? That's a good question, my brother. Thank you for asking that. I appreciate it. All right. Megalomedia won 464. Jenny, let's spin for 465. UTX, yeah. UTXO. Yep. Speaking of Trent, look at Trent. The biggest donor today is Trent. Thank you, Trent. Yep, UTXO. I'm going to put this back up here. My shade went down. Hold on. Let me play a quick commercial. My shade got knocked down. Why is Bitcoin? I don't want to get in trouble with that one. 1 million in 2032. Let's see.
It's going to 1 million is when, not if.
I think that's part of what's making this new era of Bitcoin fun is the increasing certainty that it gets to 1 million in the 2030 to 2032 area. That's something itself that I've never been able to put a year on Bitcoin hitting 1 million until this year. So this is the first year I've been like, okay, by 2032, you might expect Bitcoin to be at $1 million. That's 7 years from now. The next order of magnitude, we hit 10,000 in 2017. So 7-8 years to from 10 to 100, another 7 to 1 million. And you can really put it there and be like, yeah, the next order of magnitude is 7 years away. That's amazing. It means that at this portion of the cycle, we should be thinking about 200, 250. And so I am starting to think that 200 to 300 is what my expectation has been for the last few years, but it's starting to lock in. I think I was doing some back of the envelope that 225 somewhere around there in the next 12 to 18 months seems very realistic to me. The numbers that I was using there, 70,000 on realized and 3x on the MVRV puts us at 210. And I really like thinking about 210. It's a nice multiple of 21 as well.
I completely agree with that. Completely. Ronald Chump says, basically, Bitcoin is like Western Union or Walmart MoneyGram. Except Western Union and Walmart MoneyGram's fees are lower. I don't think so, Ronald Chump. But you know, it is what it is, man. But at least you got some, sir. Thank you for your really good words, Ronald Chump. Welcome to the channel, sir. Good game, Trent. Give him the M. Trent says, "Wow, okay, Trent. Trent, you're a smart guy, guys. Trent, smart man, Trent." Go Trent. Sunday night party. Let's go. What's up, V? How are you, my brother? Good to see you, bro. 3, 6. My man. V is in the house. Let me turn this. I got the blackout curtains taped to my wall. You know, my fan's blowing on them too hard. They fall down. What's up, V? Trent, woohoo. Okay, thank you, sir. Yay, no doubt. When she said, I may be the odd one out like so often, but those troll comments annoy me. Imagine someone coming here who is too shy to talk and just wants to watch and read first. And and they see those comments. Yeah, I know. And take them seriously. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Starting this week off right with Jerry Loves Freedom. Thank you, V. Appreciate that, brother. V, Sunday FUNday. Yes, we're learning too, man. Hello, V. Hey, young lady, how are you? Sakura, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see. Not too far behind her daddy. Sakura TBH. Good to see you, ma'am. Welcome in. Sakura, hey, family. Yep. All right, Emily, you're the winner. 465. Let's see who can win 466. Hodler. Congrats. Congrats, Hodler. We got some spins coming out. All right. 466 goes to Hodler. 467. Who will it be? Bangarang. Congratulations, sir. Hello, V. Hey, family. Holler. Congrats. Holler. Yay. We love those kids. Love them. Yes. 467. Bangarang. Woohoo. Yeah. Bang. Sweet. No doubt, brother. My grandson waits to the very last minute when he has to pee. He just runs, and then till he can't hold it anymore, and then he just pees. And he always gets a little bit on himself, of course. Just gave him a nice bath today, and of course, well, we'll see. Bangarang, congratulations, 467. 468. It's on you, brother. Or sister. Anonymous, look at that. Back-to-back family. Well, almost back-to-back. Anonymous. The difficulty adjustment. Bitcoin's automatic tweak to how hard the mining puzzles are, like a thermostat to keep the network balanced. Damn, that was a good definition. Good analogy too, man. I like that. Yep, that's what the difficulty adjustment is. I absolutely love that, man. Right here. This is a very good website. This is timechaincalendar.com. Let me put this in the chat. I want you guys to put this on your desktop, okay? This is a really, really good resource, man. Really good. And you can see the difficulty adjustment right here to the right. And just shows you the previous adjustment 16 days ago. We adjusted it 1.07% at epoch 451, difficulty 1.27.62 terahashes. Next adjustment was August 8th, 2025. And yeah, I'm loving it, man. I love the difficulty adjustment. It basically keeps the hash rate of the miners even. It's supposed to be about 10 minutes every block on average. And if the blocks are getting mined too fast, every 2 weeks or a fortnight or 2016 blocks, if you will, it'll adjust it up or down. The protocol will automatically. So to make it more difficult if it's too easy, and the other way around if it's too hard. So it's very, very, very crazy freaking concept, man. Thank you, Matt. That was a good analogy, brother. Woohoo, anonymous, pooper, yay. So that's okay. Thanks. We were outside listening, doing some gardening. Nice, Fanny. Weird. I found that concept extremely logical and easy to get. Once the riddles are solved too quickly, make them harder. Yes. Anonymous said, yay, yay. Everyone here is really nice, Ronald Chump says. And he shows a dark hand. So he's looks pretty dark. So on the other hand, the concept of all transactions ever done to reside in quote unquote the blockchain, which fits in 4 megabytes, is something I don't get. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn that too, Moonshiki. Hey, Jerry, where's Sin? He's probably just taking a day off, Jen. I don't expect everybody to be here 7 days a week. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's why I'm kind of doing it 7 days a week, because some people just can't make certain days. So he's probably just chilling with the fam, you know. All right. There it is. Anonymous is the winner of 466. No, 468. Let's see when's 469. Thank you, Ronald Chump, for saying that. I appreciate that. Ronald Chump. Anonymous again. Look at that. Back to back. Wow. Congrats. All right, we're all caught up on the spin. I'm going to play a quick commercial to get my water filled up, and then we're going to react to Woke Up Bullish's Oliver Velez's video, and then we'll close it out. So let me play this right here. Tiba, turn that water off, buddy. Be right back, guys.
Was once the ultimate store of value. Today, a new contender is rising, invisible, digital, and capped at just 21 million units. And owning just 0.1 of it might be your ticket into the top 2% of the world. Most people think owning a full Bitcoin is out of reach, so they ignore it entirely. But that's a mistake, because one Bitcoin isn't the starting line, it's the finish line. And you don't need the whole thing to change your future. Just 0.1 Bitcoin, a single slice, might be enough to set you apart from billions. Let's do the math. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins in existence, not one more. Now, break each of those into 10 slices. That gives us 210 million pieces of 0.1 Bitcoin. That's it. Sounds like a big number? Until you realize there are over 8 billion people alive today. Even if just 2.5% of the population tried to own 0.1 Bitcoin, there wouldn't be enough to go around. Now think about the 120 million millionaires in the world. If they each wanted just one Bitcoin, forget it. Even if they aimed for just 0.1, the supply would still fall short. And that's without counting the institutions, the companies, the governments. When you hold 0.1 Bitcoin, you're not holding a fraction. You're holding a seat at a table most people will never reach. And the opportunity to grab that seat won't last forever.
Sure won't. Now, that's a lot. That's 10 million sats. So, all right. Hey, Jerry, good game. Good game, Anonymous. Samantha Nakamoto, congrats. ABA. You go, Anonymous. Yes. Yay. 469. Yeah, baby. Meant Anonymous. Hard typing on phone. Gibberish. It's all good. I know what you meant. Who is responsible for changes the difficulty? Is that the developers? No, it's already built into the protocol, Ronald Chump. No, but that's a good question, Ronald Chump. That's what I thought in the beginning, but it's already programmed in it. Ronald? The Bitcoin blockchain, a public tamper-proof digital ledger like a notebook that records all Bitcoin transactions in blocks chained together. Computers worldwide maintain it, ensuring transparency and security so no one can alter past records. Wow. Matt, I'm going to call you Barry Bonds, man, because you're hitting it out of the park today, brother. Damn. Keep those coming, man. I like that, man. Very, very smart, intuitive, good information, man. Good logical breakdown. And by the way, guys, speaking of the base layer, if you guys want to consolidate some UTXOs or move something on the base layer, it doesn't get cheaper than that, guys. Okay? The transaction fees are pretty cheap. You can type in 1 or 2 sats per VByte and you probably get your stuff moved. It's amazing that 420 sats equals 49 cents. We are winning. Yes. Who sent me that 420? Was that you, Bang? Thank you, Bang. I appreciate it, bro. By the way, sorry about that. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Daniel on his channel is called Daniel. And he's part of the Bitcoiners for Freedom group. So make sure you guys subscribe to him. Put that there. And also Trent from the Bitcoin Technician. My boy Trent. Trent is becoming quickly one of my favorite YouTubers, man, for Bitcoin. I love his videos, man. He's very relaxing. He's just got a relaxing, laid-back tone. So check out Trent from the Bitcoin Technician, one of our biggest donators here. He's just a good guy, man. You know what I mean? And I just love his videos. He's very smart, informative, got some good stuff, man. So check him out, please, and thank you. And thank you again, Trent, for all what you do for us, man. Seriously, in the battle for the Bitcoin adoption. All right, so let me take this off real quick and start all over. And then now we're gonna react to Oliver Velez's video. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. This is the one Woke Up Bullish brought in. Bitcoin Unleashed with Oliver Velez. Put it on 1.15. And it says projecting the next Bitcoin low with math. So VHF, this is the one that this is basically your video, man. So let's pay attention to this. I thought there were more than 21 million Bitcoin millionaires out there. No, sir. There's not. There's only there is only and I'll show you right here, sir. Glad you asked. According to the Bitcoin rich list, sir. These how many addresses right here, sir, that own 1 million sats. Because this is what a Bitcoin millionaire is to me. You know, I count as a Satoshi millionaire. Let me go back to that. There's only about 12 to 13 million of us. I am a Satoshi millionaire. I have more than 1 million Satoshis now. Daniel's videos are also well done. Yes, they are. Yes, Daniel does a great job, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to him as well. So, 21 million Bitcoin millionaires out there. No, not quite, sir. I am a math guy. Yes, VHF, you look like you're going to like this video. Woke Up Bullish, are you still here, sir? Because we're going to react to this one. And as you can see, right here, Ronald Chump, this is how many Bitcoin or Satoshis are in each wallet. There's about just under 8 million wallets that have 1 million to 10 million sats in it. And then you take this 3.4, add it to the 7.9. That's whatever that is. What is that? 12, 10, 13.3 million, 12.3 million. Then add another 800 something thousand. You know, so it's just, you know, around 13 million wallets that have 1 million or more Satoshis in it. And again, there's 70 million millionaires in the world, Ronald Chump. So I think it's pretty good. VHF, look at all those numbers. Yes. Dang, maybe I'll be a Satoshi millionaire one day. Well, Jenny, I think you did that. So if I had to take a guess. Yes, I'm here. Yes. Good. Jor's in the house. Hello, whole coiners. Jor, how are you, man? Put you on the wheel. Jor, my boy. Jor for the score. Jor, we're about to react to we watched a good video, man, earlier. If you can, go back and rewind and I'll send you the video. It's a really good orange pilling video, man. And I put the link in the description. I mean in the comments. And then I'll put Arnie. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna close it out. And yeah. Sir, do you offer one-on-one sessions? I'm trying to learn about crypto. Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I do. Hit me on Signal, man. Send me a one-on email, either my email or Signal. And I do one-on-ones. Yes, I do, sir. Hello, Jor and Arnie. Jor, hello, 88 SAS Radio. Happy Sunday. Great here. Having a shalada. Good, man. Good to see you, Jor. Thanks for stopping in on a Sunday, bro. Jor, I felt attacked by the last Maple Bitcoin video. Rajat said I'm a F around and find out. Oh, really? Really. Hello out there. He's on the air. Hi, Jor and Arnie. Jor and Arnie. Nico says, woof, woof. Hey, Jor. Jor the man. Yeah, Rajat's a savage, VHF. You and him are completely opposites. If you had a one-on-one and talked to him about your plan, it's not going to be, he will not like it. You know what I mean? Rajat knows karate. Rajat is a very smart guy. He is. But nobody knows what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I love Shiladas. Jor, they're so good. All right, speaking of woke up bullish. Hi, WB, Lauren, Matt, Samantha, Jen family. All right, we're going to get into this. He's saying that projecting the next Bitcoin low in math. So let's see what the great Oliver Velez has to say about the Bitcoin price going down.
On to our next session. I thought this chart was interesting enough to show this to you here, guys, that I've been preaching for years that your main focus should actually, even though it's hard to do this, your main focus should be on the lows and not the runaway peaks. Everyone wants to focus on a runaway peak. Oliver, what's your target for this cycle? That's the runaway peak. But really, the main focus should be on the lows, all right? The floor. So if we were to go back over history, and go over the 4-year floors, it would look something like this, like 0, then something like $12, then something like $360. These numbers are not exact, but I know them enough to know that it's kind of around that. 1,250, 3,200, all right, 15,500. So these floors in Bitcoin's price. So this was the last one was 15,500. So the question, what we should really be more focused on is where is the next floor likely to be?
Scotty just sends in a 99 sat zap. Thank you. And says 60% drop. TCP IP on sale. Yes. Yes, Scotty. Yes, indeed. Rajat with a very rare F-bomb. Wow. I guess I'm confused. So 1 million Satoshis equals $1 million? I think so. One day, Ronald Chump, but we'll see. Not right now. You can get 1 million sats for like what is it? 100 and no. What would it be? $1,900 or something like that? Maybe $1,500. I don't know. 1,000 something. This is my jam, Jerry, no doubt. I'm either going to be very smart or a total fool, and y'all get to watch. Yep. Yes.
One was 15,500. So the question, what we should really be more focused on is where is the next floor likely to be? Now, that also depends on how high we go. Once we have the peak, we can probably anticipate in somewhat of an accurate way the general area of the bottom based on Bitcoin losing a digit on its downward declines. Let me explain this to you. Bitcoin's used to decline 95+%. Then it started falling 85+%. Last cycle, it fell 75. It's a little bit more +%. So if we take this pattern forward, let's say the next decline is 65%, but we need the peak to then start extrapolating 65% down. Now we can anticipate and say, okay, if we reach 200, 65% down from there. If we reach 250, 65% down from there. If we reach 300, 65% down from there. But I want you to have.
I don't agree with this at all. Sorry, guys. Sorry, woke up bullish. I mean, unless he's going to explain it later on. This is my first time watching this, but based on what I'm hearing right now, I don't agree with this. There's too many factors that completely changed. He's just going by the past, and I understand. You know what I mean? But there's just way too much demand right now, man. Way. And this is even before the governments are really buying. The way Michael Saylor, again, I don't know when he made this video because, again, guys, he makes videos and clips them from 2022, 2023, 2021. So I don't know exactly when he made this video, but so far I do not agree with this. There's no ways this could be 65%. Yeah, no way, man. I just completely disagree with this. This time is different objectively. Yeah. Yes. That's a lot of numbers. It is. I agree with you, Jor.
This idea that the lows are the important thing. All right? The lows. Now, some people will argue that Oliver, this is going to be broken. There's no way Bitcoin's going to drop 65% with Bitcoin corporate treasuries exploding, nation states coming on board, ETFs, constant institutional bid in the market, government regularity, strategic Bitcoin reserve, institutions, institutional sponsorship.
Okay, I stand corrected. He just said exactly what I said. So this looks up to date, because in 2022 he wouldn't be saying this stuff. So it sounds up to date. So let me go back a little bit.
This is going to be broken. There's no way Bitcoin's going to drop 65% with Bitcoin corporate treasuries exploding, nation states coming on board, ETFs, constant institutional bid in the market, government regularity, strategic Bitcoin reserve, institutions, institutional sponsorship, so forth and so on. United States strategic reserves being approved. Maybe, but I would rather, instead of speculating this way, I would rather go with what has statistically consistently happened.
That's not speculating, man. That's what's happening, Oliver. That's not speculation. This is the first time I ever disagree with Oliver. Yeah, I don't believe it dropped 65%. Even on the side, it says he doubts it will happen. Oh, okay, it will happen, but it's just a trend from past dips. He pointed out. Okay. Maybe if it shot up to 10 million, it might drop 65%. Yeah, a big shoot up. You know what I mean? A huge shoot up, and then they had to overcorrect. Scotty sends in 99 sats. I believe this is Scotty. Hold on. Sometimes I feel like I'm buying just so companies and nations can't get it. Yes, exactly. Me too, Scotty. Me too, brother. Front run them. You know what I mean? It's not different yet, Jor. We'll know if it's different to mid to late 2026. It is different, VHF. There's never been a cycle that ETFs were passed by the SEC. Okay? We've never had VHF. We've never had in any cycle BlackRock buying Bitcoin. We've never had in any cycle ETFs, meaning you can put Bitcoin on your on their balance sheets or your portfolio of having 1.3 million Bitcoin. So it is different, man. We've never had a strategic Bitcoin reserve either, VHF. We've also never had a company that owns 600,000 Bitcoin. They own 628,000 Bitcoin. It is different, man. We've never had that in a cycle, ever. So objectively speaking, it is different, man. It's very different, very different. And that's just a few things I'm talking about. These institutional clowns will dump as soon as the bear market starts. They'll dump? What evidence do you have of that, VHF? Because you said it's not different. Now when we show you it is different, then you're saying, well, they'll dump. Based on what? I'm not saying you're wrong, but based on what? Because you want them to? Or do you have some evidence showing that it will dump? What's your evidence on that? My evidence says they won't. These institutional clowns will dump as soon as the bear market starts. No, they won't. They'll be buying the dips. Exactly. Why do you think if a company's buying 628,791 at the top, by the way, they're still buying at the top. What evidence showing that they're gonna dump? 80K Bitcoin has sold last week and we dropped 80K. Yeah, exactly. 80,000 Bitcoin has sold last week and we dropped 1%. And that's a different thing too. Good point, Jor. That's never happened before. We've had big people dump before, then the price crashes. It only went down 1%. VHF? Who is this gentleman? He's pretty interesting. Oliver Velez, man. Hello, everybody. Ian, what's up, bro? How are you, sir? Clean your machine. Ian is in the house. Ian, how's business, man? How are you today? And how are your tips today, brother? Sure, the macro is different, but will the charts reflect that? Who knows, but we're going to find out. Of course the charts are going to reflect it. It's reflecting it now. The only thing I see with the institutionals coming in, honestly, and that the price is not going to go up is the paper Bitcoin increasing. That's it. If they increase the paper Bitcoin, which, by the way, I'm happy about that. The price was down. But that's it. It's substantially different, objectively speaking, based on human nature. If Bitcoin goes down 65%, it don't matter. I only have one, so it's not a lot of money. It's not all of my money. I hear you. I hear you, Ronald. Institutional money loses fees if it drops 65%. BlackRock, even if they have to dip to a fraction of their fees and prop the price up forever. Yeah, institutional money loses fees if it drops 65%. BlackRock, even if they have to dip to a fraction if their fees and prop the price up forever. Yeah, and also you talked about a million sats is basically $1,200, which you're right. I did the wrong math. I was thinking of something else. So you're absolutely right. Absolutely. Ronald Chump. I'm telling y'all, human nature doesn't change. Yeah, but the demand has changed though. The supply and the demand has changed. The supply of Bitcoin available has changed. It went down. The supply issuance every 4 years has gone down, and the demand has went up. VHF. So yeah, human nature doesn't change, but those things have changed. True, Jor. I'd be more concerned if silver went down 65%. Okay. Love is in the air every time I turn around. Yes, Ronald's a fool, man. I like Ronald. Ronald, we need you to come back, man. VHF, keep on keeping on, bro. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna try to talk you out of it, bro. 838 sats for $1, guys. It takes a substantial amount of money to dump. We are a threat to their game. They play, we won't sell. It would just fatten our pockets. Yep, exactly. Went for a country drive with my wife to buy our meat. Nice, man. Did you get a good deal? They'll 100% blame the next TradFi bacon crisis on Bitcoin. You're probably right. I do agree that we might see a big drop, but that will not come unless we have a massive run up. Yes, like you said, an early mass up that we weren't supposed to happen, and the paper Bitcoin is low, and the demand just skyrockets. Be some crazy news, and a bunch of whales buy just to make the price go up, and then they'll drop off and sell it. You know what I mean? Probably. Jerry, how long you been in this game? I've been in the game for since 2020, man. A very, very smart man introduced me to gold and silver. And I really love him and appreciate him. I respect the hell out of him for doing it. So that's how long I've been in Ronald Chump, since summer of 2020. And honestly, TradFi hasn't ever been front ran by the retail investors before, ever in history. Bitcoiners are built different. Damn right. I feel like I know who Ronald is, but I won't say. Yeah. It's pretty obvious to me. In a roundabout way, I'm trying to say BlackRock could prop the price up of Bitcoin by themselves, not counting anyone else. For real. Look at what they're buying versus how many Bitcoin are being mined. And again, the OTC desks are not have an unlimited supply of Bitcoin, man. They don't. My journey here will be good entertainment and educational exercise. If I'm wrong, y'all get to laugh at me. Nobody's going to laugh at you, man. We're saying this to you because we don't want you to get wrecked, bro. Okay? Your thesis, objectively speaking, VHF, and I mean this with all love, is wrong. It's wrong, brother, because you're depending on two things: the human nature, and you're depending on the past. Okay, these are institutions we're talking about here. Okay, supply and demand is completely different, and the past doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future. There's too much demand versus the supply, bro. Got to run. Thanks for the sats and facts. No doubt, Bangarang. And you're depending on the big companies to sell? Why would they sell when they're buying so much? That means you think that they don't understand Bitcoin. That's just objectively not true, man. That's why they're buying so much. That goes against your theory, man, and your thesis. You know what I mean? Later, Bang. Let's go back to it. Let's see what he says. Let me read this real quick. 1 million will be hit years before 2034, but it could represent the lows if the traditional bear market drops continue. I doubt we continue to get 75 plus bear markets. Takeaway, the next 10 years will be a tremendous wealth generating period for us. Absolutely. Completely agree with that.
I would rather go with what has statistically consistently happened, and that would lead us to a 65% or so decline this cycle once the peak is in. And so if you want to map out some scenarios from 200, 65% down, then 250, 65% down, then 300, 65% down, 350, 65% down, 400, 65% down, you can do that. And the reason why I believe this is important is because of something that we're going to talk about in today's session: Bitcoin loans. Focusing on the lows, if you're going to use Bitcoin as collateral for a loan as a speculative attack on this declining fiat currency, which we started talking about, if that is in your sights to do, if that is something that you get convinced to do at some point, the lows will be far more important than the peaks. And I want you to be able to calculate what a low is like, what the next low is likely to be. And you're going to use 65% from the peak. All right, let me know you understand that. Let me know you understand now how to come up with the next low, more or less, based on Bitcoin's history. Type the number 1 for me if you understand this before I move on. I believe you'll be more accurate than most people out there using this.
I hear what he's saying, but 65% of the peak, and again, like George said, George thesis is if the peak is just some crazy run up, then it can go down 65%. I'm with you on that, VHF. Something happened on strike. Okay, 99 sats. What if they were forced to sell due to regulation changes? Just thinking out loud. Okay, good point. But, and this is Scotty with 99 sats. Thank you. But what regulation would make them sell, though? You know what I mean? I think personally that the U.S. government is going to buy strategy if that's not the strategy already. You know what I mean? I don't know about them selling. Maybe the USA would buy them. Maybe I don't know, but I think strategy is going to be bought by the United States of America, and not Michael Saylor's personal thing. But in order for America to get 1 million to 5 million Bitcoin, they're going to have to buy a big entity. And what better than do that than a Bitcoin proxy of strategy? Just saying. In a hold on. I feel like I know who round. Yes. In a roundabout way, I'm trying to say BlackRock could prop the price up, but Bitcoin by itself, not counting anyone else. Yep. My journey here will be good entertainment, except if I'm wrong. Nobody's gonna laugh at you. No one is going to laugh at you. People are going to feel sorry for you. Very sorry for you, brother. I'll bet on that combination of human nature and history all day, every day. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, literally. All right. Start listening because you guessed correctly. This is hilarious. Yes. Good night, Bang. Trey, what's up, brother? I put you on the wheel. What you said, Trent? CYM, hello, sir. Put the majority in Bitcoin, and if you want to play on the side, keep it to yourself. No one's going to laugh. No one cares, Ian says. Okay. Ian has spoken. Trey, smokes a lot, says, while history doesn't always repeat itself, is often rhymes. Yes. How you doing, man? Are you subscribed to the channel, sir? Couple of subscribers came back. Hey, CYM. Hey, E. Hi, Lauren. Oh, and no one has even mentioned the recent 401k executive order. Exactly, Trent. What is 200k minus 65%? Very low. Hit that like button if you haven't already, Lauren says. Thank you, Lauren. Dean, hey, how's it going? How you doing, Dean? Good to see you, my boy. The man from down under. Good to see you, bro. Once it starts really running, we are never coming back to this number. Not this number, no. This is ridiculously low in my personal opinion. This is a steal, man. You know, everybody keeps talking about if Bitcoin goes down 65%. Bitcoin should be millions of dollars, man. Millions of dollars per 100 million Satoshis per coin. 200K minus 65% is 70K. All right. Wait, who's saying it's going to dump 65%? Roll FLMAO. VHF is, sir. He thinks so. There's things that are happening behind the scenes that we have no idea. Guess? I'm telling you, Ian. When will this happen, VHF? History also suggests that we ain't seen nothing yet, and 200K is definitely not the peak if you're going off of history. I think we're going to at least double this year. When October, Moonvember, and Bullcember comes, and even during that's the late fall, winter, but even after the summer's over, I think we'll end up more than double than what we are right now. I really do. I truly believe that. There's a video I watched the other day. Did I download that about the month of August? I had it up. I don't know where it is, but about how the month of August goes crazy. After watching that, I was surprised he says 65%, but the likelihood of it happening, I believe, is low. I'm thinking a 30 to 40% from the peak at most. Again, it depends on when the peak is and when is it gonna crash. 2026, 2027, somewhere in that time frame, he says. Ian? Hey there, Dean. Absolutely, sir. BTC backpacker. Yep. That would be a give. I'll make sure I buy as much as I can. Bitcoin, that is. Yes. Ronald Chump. I haven't owned Bitcoin very long, but I've been thinking about taking some chips off the table. You never go broke taking a profit. I don't think that's a good idea, sir. Okay, Ronald. I think you better hold on, man. Your chips are Satoshis. Your chips are not Fiat, man. Okay? The curve will change. Ronald, you're a fool, man. Ronald, please keep coming back, sir. Please. Thank you. Oh my God. The curve will change once the OTC supply is gone. You ain't lying. Mushiki, once people realize that strategy and all these boys gotta buy from the exchanges, oh man, and the miners or whatever, game over, Mushiki. Yeah, hope the peak isn't 500K because that math is a 65% dump is 175K Bitcoin, Trent says. Yes. And so will everyone else, Ian, hence why it won't drop 65%. Exactly. The floor is too strong with buyers. But again, he's depending, this is VHF, Jor. He's depending on the bulls, if you will, because these are the bulls, man. BlackRock and all these boys and strategy, they're the bulls. But he thinks they're going to run off in the bear market. He thinks BlackRock are going to sell off in the bear market, and the regular plebs are not going to keep up with the supply coming into the market. Again, that is a. Has anyone tried buying Bitcoin when it crashes 50%? It's impossible. The exchange goes down. Exactly. That's another thing too. Ronald's a fool. Is that Jimmy? Ronald's a fool, man. Jor, I bought the Bitcoin lows of 15K USD with no problems. Jor, I bought the Bitcoin lows of 15K USD with no problems. I did too. We're talking about the straight dumps when it dumps down like real quick. He's talking about that's when Coinbase goes on maintenance. Yep. I'm gonna funk around and find out, fam. Yes. Yep. They have circuit breakers. Absolutely. VHF. I call them the plunge protection team, ladies and gentlemen. The institutions were not here in 2022, VHF. Say it again. But there's no difference though, man. There's no difference. Strategy having 600,000, that's okay. You know, these boys right here owning 1.3 million Bitcoin. That's all the same. There's no difference. I think it's a waste of time to focus on price and tops and drops. Who cares? We all know Bitcoin is a winner, so let's build and grow and stack like psychopaths. Exactly. This is going to be epic. Yep. All right, let's do some spins and we'll be out of here, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Anonymous won back-to-back spins of 469 and 468. We're going to go up to 475. We're going to call it a night, guys. All right? 470. Where you at? Arnie. Congrats. This is going to be epic. Yep. Exactly, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I may sell some Bitcoin to take profits and buy school clothes for my kids. Well, I think you're too leveraged then, man. I think you got too much of your money into Bitcoin, if that's the case. So you might want to just use money because you had it in your silver, remember, Ronald? So you might want to use your paycheck for that. Coinbase sucks it from the agreed, man. If you really understand Bitcoin, you know that the fiat price is a complete illusion, and you should snatch up every opportunity. Exactly. You can get 800 and something of them for $1 today. Does Bitcoin have a PPT like stocks? I think so, man. Probably not, though. We'll see. I just joke about that. I used to always say that when I did gold and silver. The terms stay humble and stack sats will really be understood once you can't buy any and or it melts your face. That quote is going to humble a lot of people. Yeah, VHF is going to be one of them, I believe. He's going to be humbled if he keeps this strategy going. Dang, I was supposed to be working on this vid, wasn't I? Yes, you are. VHF, my prediction is opposite that of yours. 150K at the end of November. Nice. Arnie boy, woof woof, Arnie dog, and 200K by the end of next year. Okay. That's bearish for me, man. I think it's going to be way higher than that. I think we'll be over 200 something this year. Woof woof, 150K by November 2025. Ian, I agree. Maybe higher, bro. Yeah. But everybody thinks Bitcoin is going to be $1 million in 5 years, maybe 7. Yeah. I just played a video about that. 100%. We haven't seen anything yet. We're going much, much, much higher. Yeah. This is why I love making these videos and showing how many sats you can get per dollar. Because in 6 months, we look back at this, I say, look, we can get 800 and something for a dollar. Now we can only get 420 for a dollar. You know what I mean? The candles in November and December is going to be crazy. Yeah. Yeah. October, Moonvember, Bullcember. Absolutely. 190 to 2K by this fall, winter. I agree. Completely agree with that, brother. Easily, Trey says. Yes. Something happened on the speed wallet. Let's see. 200 sats. Thank you. Oh, no. Sorry. Ian. Well, the CYM zap. Big zap. Thank you, Ian, so much, brother. Appreciate that, bro. That's a big, big fat zap, man. It's a CYM zap from my boy, my man, Ian, from Clean Your Machine. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Easily, yes. Okay, Grok is rating my book a 9 out of 10 based on my goals. Nice, man. You got to put that up in the signal group, man, so we can check it out. When everyone expects a quote-unquote crash, what do you think will happen? Human nature wise, yeah. Good question. When everyone expects a crash, what do you think will happen? Human nature wise. What happens when everyone is waiting for the dump, but it doesn't dump, and then they all FOMO in at 500K? That's human nature. Yep. Say it again, Jor. If the OTC market's empty, there's no guess on what the price could be, man. If they have to start dipping into our freaking coffers, crazy. Hello, everyone. Just popped in for a second. Hey, sweating. How you doing, Alex? I'd say that the crash camp is far smaller than the moon camp, Jor. Okay. Expect the unexpected. People expect a drop, expect a big pump. Yep. Consider a lower number. Yep. Arnie, congratulations. 470. 471, you're up. Jay. Jay, congrats, bro. Consider the lower number of sats that would be bought by December. I know. That's why I tell you guys how many sats you can get per dollar. 10 cents will get you 85 sats for 10 cents right now. 85 sats. No way, VHF. Everyone's talking about a bear market before the bull run has even begun. I know. I see that too. Good game, Arnie and Jay. That's why I just bought $500 worth Canadian dollars, and he sent me 301,000 Satoshis. Wow. That's a lot of sats, man. A lot of sats, brother. Congratulations on that, man. Joe, the bull market is almost over, bro. What? VHF hasn't started yet, brother. Chicken dinner, yes. Jay, woo, it's just so predictable. People aren't stagnant and comfortable, morons. 4 months left, tops. Wow, almost over. Really, man? Like I said, man, you're the contrarian's contrarian. 472. Jeez, man. Joshua. Wow, bro. VHF, not even close, right? Just starting? When? When did it start and when did it end? I don't even think it started, to be honest with you. Not bad, Ian. Yeah, not bad, brother. Haha, almost over, right? VHF, I would do best of both worlds. DCA along the way, exactly. And have a giant pile of dry powder available in 2026. I scored the bulk of my sats using your method, but that was just last cycle. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, okay. Hey, thanks. Laughable. Laughable, Jor. Woohoot. If that's the case, this would have been the smallest bull market in history. Exactly. Again, when did it start? This is just going along, we're only up a couple $1,000. Again, Joshua, we started at 90-something thousand this year. VHF, yikes. We didn't do anything yet. Yikes, VHF, sitting on the sidelines. Yes, Joshua. Bitcoin formed a new all-time high back in March 2024. We have been in a bull market since early 2024. Okay. In 2025, the third year of the cycle that the big bull market runs. I guess that doesn't matter. VHF, it hasn't even started yet because the summer we're stagnant. So, Joshua, you're the winner. 472, 473. What you got? I don't know, man. I'm beginning to think VHF is trolling us, man. VHF, do me a favor, man. You need to make a YouTube channel, bro. Can you make a YouTube channel for us, man, and break it down to the people? I do have some Bitcoin, guys. I'm not sidelined. No. You have a lot of dry powder sideline, brother. That's what we're talking about. We're not saying you don't have Bitcoin. We know you have Bitcoin. That's not the issue. You have a bunch of cash that you said you cashed out of altcoins, and you're sitting there waiting for 22, 26, 27. What we're saying is, man, if that's the case, if that's really your thesis, then just DCA on the way up. That's all my money for 1 week. Pretty damn good. That's tip money. Yes. I thought you said something else. Good job, man. That's great. That is great, Ian. Value. You're giving value to people, man. VHF has a hell of a lot of convention, or he is trolling the hell out of you. That's what I think, man. Good game, flip, a flipper again. The backpacker family, big backpacker family. I'm not trolling, he says. Okay. Well, I hear you, brother. I'd love to see a channel on this based on the numbers. Flipper's a winner. 473, 474. You're up. Although I love trolling, I can tell. Trey, you must have forgot about the halving. Bull run hasn't even started yet. LOL. Exactly. Hit money. Yes, that's what I was saying. Jor for the score. And I thought you were getting some new tatas. I'm like, what? Yeah, me too, man. Jor for the score. Congrats. Last spin, guys. 474 goes to Jor. 475 goes to who? Exactly, Trent. Jor, woo. Backpacker. Another block just came out. 476. We'll do that one too. Good game, Jor. Smallest bull run in history with the most demand yet. Thank you, man. Thank you. Something happened. 99 sats from, let's see. It is charting versus macro opinions, basically. Yes, it's charting versus macro opinions, basically. Yes. That's Scotty Sohadi. Thank you, Scotty. If we're talking history, exactly. If we're talking history, VHF, don't ignore it. Don't ignore all the history. Good game, backpacker. Woohoo! 475 backpacker. Yay! And in the grand scheme of things, we are in accumulation phase. When you zoom out, exactly. I'm in accumulation phase for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So Jordan Arnie won tonight. Yes. Woo. Yep. Sorry. Tip. I like both. Me too, man. Old cycle is dead. People just need to look at what's in front of them. Say it again, Trent. Backpacker won 475, 476. See what happens. Spaceman. Up and down in the market are greed and common sense. Just buy. Yep. Exactly. 15K to 200K is not a small bull run, guys. That's not when the bull run started, brother. That crash happened because of FTX. And that was in 2022, sir. Bull run didn't. You just said the bull run started in 2024. 2015 was 2022, sir. So what are we talking about here? We haven't seen nothing yet. We are the minority. This whole thing will teach you patience. I'm in accumulation mode forever. Yes, exactly. I'm not going to start thinking about doing something with my Bitcoin until 2035, till the gold rush is over with. Good game, Spaceman. Exactly. I'm in accumulation mode too. I feel that, Trey. 476, Spaceman. Spaceman, is he here though? Spaceman, congratulations. You measure from top to top anyways. Yep. Sure do. And I buy the dips. But I buy every hour on the hour. You know what I mean? So you measure a bull run from top to bottom. Then why did you say the bull run started in 2024? Which one, bro? You know what I mean? The bottom is 15K, but there was a bottom in 2020 at 8K and 3K. So why don't you go back to then? Why are you going back to 2022? Because 2022 was not in this epoch, sir. It wasn't part of these 4 years. As far as the 210,000 block epochs, that was epoch 4, sir. This is epoch 5. Honey Badger doesn't care exactly. Got him. Percent wise, it is VHF. Yes. So when did the bottom start? I don't plan on touching my Bitcoin for at least 20 to 30 years. I'll be 45 to 50 years old. Wow, you're young, man. You're a young man. Looks like Spaceman's not here. You're not listening, but if I'm right, you will look back and say, damn, you were right, bro. I am listening. I'm reading everything you're saying, man. I'm reading what you're saying word for word, brother. I think you are saying two different things. LOL, I'm confused. Yeah, so when did the bear market start, VHF? Did it start in 2024 or did it start in 2022? LOF, VHF. Anyways, we're all right, guys. We all got Bitcoin, so we're good. LOL, VHF. What the F? Yeah, I mean, he's going to do what he's going to do. All right, let me take Spaceman off the wheel. He's not here. Let's do it again. For the last spin. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. I love having these conversations. You don't want to be around a bunch of people that agree with you. I like having disagreements. It's okay. We're all still on the same team, though. Do you think we're still in the upward market? I would like to think we are, but who knows? We are. Oh, Spaceman won. Spaceman is here. Okay. Of course he is. Of course he is. As soon as I take him off and spin again, he's here. Spaceman, I already spinned it, though, brother. BHF, just to clarify, I do respect that you are standing with your conviction. Me too, man. He's here. Oh, he is? Okay. 22 bear market started. The bottom was 15K. You measure a bull run from cycle bottom to top. Cycle top. So then why'd you say the bull market started in 2024 earlier in your comment? Good game, Sonny. Yeah, that's not a block, though, Sonny. I'm sorry, brother. Yes, Bitcoin will appreciate until year end. Okay. Oh, yeah, block came out. 477. We'll give it to Sonny if he's here. Spaceman. I'm so busy arguing with VHF. We can't tell people what to do with their money. We can guide them. Yeah. I'm definitely not telling him what he's doing. I'm trying to put an anti-argument or opposite argument with him so he doesn't get wrecked. I don't want to see him get wrecked, man. You know what I mean? He's got that much money on the sideline because he told us a few weeks ago how much he has. You know what I mean? He thinks he's going to get more Satoshis in the future than he is today. That is just, to me, that is just completely asinine to me. You know what I mean? Everyone is going to laugh when we find out the dry powder is like $500. No. It's more than that, according to him. I said Bitcoin made a new all-time high in March 2024, on March 29th to be exact, the same day of the leap year. Okay, that's fair. Yep, LOL. I told my brother what to do, and he didn't do it. Yep. You get less as time goes on. That's what I learned. I don't even know what he's got. Could be bubblegum in pocket of full of marbles for all I know. No one cares. Ian says, wow. Ian, say it with your chest, sir. I'm good with not getting the win. I'd step away. Maybe put me back on the wheel. All right. Well, you won the last one, brother. So I put you on there. I'll put you back on the wheel now. It looks like Sonny's not here. So I'll do it again for you, brother. Sonny. As soon as I take him off, he'll show up, of course. Do this last spin. Sonny's not here. I've got like 27K Canadian in cash right now. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but that's what he told us. One more spin, guys, for luck. That's like a month's rent. Oof, yeah. You have 27,000 in cash. What do you say? Triple P's. Oh, oh my God. Sonny, I just took you. Sonny, I'm sorry, brother. You didn't show up on time. I'll give it to you anyways. It doesn't matter. Of course. Sonny. Thanks, Jerry. I got you, Sonny. Don't worry about it. Put it all into Bitcoin. He ain't gonna do it, Dean. After I mentioned my bro sold his Bitcoin I bought for him years back, I talked to him last night and might finally be orange pilling him. Yeah. No worries, Jerry. I'm sometimes behind the stream. No doubt, man. I got you, man. Not financial advice, exactly. All right, guys, there we have it. Thank you guys so much for coming in. It's a great Sunday. We've been here 2 hours and 40 minutes. I will put all in Bitcoin in 2026, 2027. Okay. What do you recommend is a good percentage allocation of Bitcoin? I struggle. Is 3% is too much or not? It depends on where you're at in your studying, Ronald. It depends. You know what I mean? Shame. Ronald, at least 100%. That's a good allocation. How many hours you got studied, Ronald? LOL. Ronald's a fool. Anyways, guys, VHF has his way he's doing things, and I ain't mad at him. But me right here, this is what I'm looking at: 840 sats. And I have a funny feeling that in December 10th, today's August 10th, December 10th, you're gonna get a lot less Satoshis in December 10th. Just saying. Maybe 500, 600, something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think it's gonna go better. And Fanny says 0 hour dipshit. Well, he's got a Bitcoin, Fanny. So I wouldn't call him a dipshit. He says he's got 1 million. He's got 100 million sats. So but anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming in on this Sunday. And just remember, I am a 10,000 hour dipshit, Fanny. Yes. If you were talking about Jimmy. Ronald. I think that's Jimmy. We'll see. I don't know. LOL. Yes. But anyway, guys, the most important thing is there's 5 steps to money. I do not have one Bitcoin. Not you. We're talking about our boy Ronald Chump. He said earlier he's got one Bitcoin. You're awesome. Thank you, man. You're awesome too, Ian. I appreciate that big donation, man. Thank you for the stream, Jerry. Always it's great to be here. Thank you, man. It's great for you to be here. And thank you for sending that video, man. Really appreciate you guys so much, man. I'm saying it in a Jory voice to make you laugh. Okay. I know. But at the end of the day, guys, there's 5 stages to money. There's collectible, store value, medium exchange, unit of account, all of America, and then of course, fix the money, fix the world is global reserve currency. And right now we're at stage 2, and it's a store of value. P&L, everyone, absolutely. And to me, again, when it comes to storing your savings and storing it in a mechanism that has absolutely no leaks, there's only one way to do it, guys. And again, if you want to pay off the national debt, stop inflation, and get your family back on board in our country great again, there's only one way to do this, guys. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Yes. Great Sunday with you guys, no doubt. There's only one way to do it, guys, for me personally. And if I had to take a guess, since you've been here for 2.5 hours with me, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys pulling your leg, VHF. Enjoy a good Canadian ribeye with 30K. Yes. You don't think 100% is too much? It's too volatile for me to be all in. I think a mix of stock metals and a Bitcoin and some real estate should be an all weather portfolio. I just wonder if 3%. Hey, depends on your conviction. Ronald, depends on your conviction. Bitcoin is too much. Okay. It is. Thank you, Jerry and the fam. Most educational stream today and every day. Love you all. Bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Emily, very much. All good, family. Stay tuned. No doubt. Ronald, we're just chilling on the Sunday, man. You know what I mean? Get ready for the week. Monday. Have the best day of your life. God's day, the rest day. Ronald, the more you learn, the bigger your conviction. Personally, I'm all in. Me too, man. And again, tomorrow is Monday. Make sure you work your ass off tomorrow. You know what I mean? Work your ass off tomorrow. Work it to stack sats, right? Earn it to stack sats. And if I'm right, I don't want to hear y'all ever say this time is different. I'm going to be happy if you're right, brother. I'm going to say thank you, man. And I'm going to be buying more sats, bro. I'm not mad at all. I want that to happen. Ever again. Got you, VHF. No doubt. And so remember, guys, work, stack, learn, right? Learn what get caught up to your get your knowledge caught up to your stats and your bag. Teach others what you learned and then repeat it. All right? Become the best version of yourself. Have a great night. Tomorrow have the best day of your life. Work your ass off tomorrow, value for value. Be the best version of yourself. We'll see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. And until then, and as you guys know, I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.